What am I after? Chubai. She's a lord again, right? Lord Chubai. Chubai. There you are. Level up. Oh, almost to 50. Okay. That's generally where I try and keep all my people at, is around that 50 mark. As you can see, a lot of 50s here. A lot of 50s. Actually, there's not as many as I thought. Oh, that's because we're filtered. Whoop. Oh. A lot of 50s. Oh, there's a few 80s. Some floating around, but most of them at 50. Yeah, pages and pages of 50. I only take them past 50 if I think they're good. Or they can go up in a lineup that I need. So rip to some of these characters, but maybe they'll find their place in the main squad. One day, they can believe. We are also going to roll on the Chubai banner again, just to see if we can get wind chimes. Oh, we don't have enough. So hopefully we can get her as well. And then we'll be done with the banner at least, because I'm not going to go for any kind of crazy, like 5 potting or whatever it is. Is it 5? It's more than 5, isn't it? Bum, 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 bum. Dum, 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 dum. Alright, catapult. Ayo. And out you go. Healing, sure. Okay, let's get... Actually, no, I'll wait on that. Let's go and roll on this banner a few more times. So, what we're after here... Already got Chubai. So, don't want Hung. We want Wind Chimes. Because Wind Chimes is the only one we don't have. And then I also kind of want to roll on this banner. This banner leaves soon, actually. 6 days. 6 days this banner leaves. Do I roll on this banner first? I think we do. I think we go for the 10 roll on this banner. Actually, you know what? We're going to go 1 by 1. Just so we can burn through some of these free rolls we have. Ooh. Oh, blue. Jackie. Okay. I never used Jackie, but sure. I'm sure she's good in some situations. I just haven't found those situations yet. That another character isn't better at, I should say. Ooh, another 4-star. I think I've got all the full stars, actually. Click. We go again. 3rd roll. Another 4-star. Okay. These are good, actually, because they give me more resources to do other things with. Matterhorn. Alright, 4th roll. 4th and final free roll. Another 4-star. Hey, I'll take all these 4 stars as long as they're not whites. Bee Hunter. Bee Hunter kind of sits in the same space as Jackie does for me. I don't really know how to use these characters that are like the punchy, up-close characters. I'd much rather just have a lord sitting there wailing from a distance. 5th row, another 4-star. Vigna. I don't think Vigna's very good. She doesn't seem very good. I tried her out on the early stages of this latest release just because I've never used her before. She didn't seem very good. Like Scavenger, I feel, is better than her. Oh, first white on the 6. 4 more before the guaranteed. Alright, 7th roll. Ooh. Now we're getting all the whites. Luck couldn't have continued on that far. 8th roll. Ah, 4-star. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. What do we got? Meteor. I actually do use Meteor a little bit. If there's lots of aerial enemies, so that's good. Get a new not a level, but like a buff to her essentially. 9th roll. Are we gonna go all the way to 10? Nope, we're not gonna go all the way to 10. We're going to 9, and this looks like a 6-star. Is this 6? No, this is 5. Yeah, 6 stars way more wavy. Okay, we probably... F-Eater maybe? Is the only one we don't have, I don't think. Ooh. Look at that luck. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Ooh. You're cool. Sick. Alright, I don't actually know what she does. So let's actually have a look what she does. What was she? Was she a Vanguard? No. Damn it, I didn't... Oh no, she's a special, right? Yeah, okay. What do? You are a push stroker. Stroker? Okay. Can attack all blocked enemies. Nice. Can be deployed on ranged tiles. Okay. What's her ability? The next attack pushes enemies towards the attack direction slightly, and their movement speed is reduced for 3 seconds. Is that good? I assume her second one. You know what? Let's just... Oh, we probably don't have any... Oop, wrong button. Probably don't have enough. Yeah, we don't. Get her to 19. Shift and slow. So this is going to be a competition here because F-Eater feel like is playing the same role as Enforcer. Yeah, push stroker. Yep. Attacks all blocked enemies. This one ignores 90 defense when attacking enemies that are heavy, which is very nice. And his ability significantly pushes in a direction and additionally stuns. If the target collides with another enemy, the enemy will also be stunned. So it's a stun and a push. Whereas F-Eater is a stun and a slow. So I'm not sure. I think Enforcer is probably still better. But we will level her up, get her to her second ability, see what that is, and see whether it's worth continuing down, continuing pumping resources into her. Is that me done? Oh, one more. Okay. Cool. I think that is all the upkeep that we need to do. I think we can now jump into the story mode. The last 3 chapters of the story. Alright, so we have completed these 3 already last stream. Afraid to return home was when Chubai met Xiao Shou? Can't quite remember this kid's name, but this kid over here on the left, on the right, sorry. She met him and decided to take him to his village, essentially, and back to his family. This... Oh, we're dropping frames. We good? Oh. Are we stabilizing? Oh boy. Stabilize. Yes, stabilize there. Right there. Come on, man. Really? I literally restarted the internet as well before going on stream because I was trying to avoid this crap. It looks like we've stabilized. No, it's still scuffed, isn't it? Ugh. Good news on that front, though. Should be getting actual proper decent internet next week sometime. So there's only a few more days before that happens. Hopefully it happens, and it's going to be pristine internet too. It's going to be sick. But it looks like we have stabilized. We have successfully stabilized. Perfect. As I was saying, this guy's story, or this part of the story, was revealing what he did to make the town kind of dislike him, which was the temple, right? He blew up, essentially, the temple. From what I could tell, essentially, he blew up like a wall and destroyed some of the statue. And then he ditched the place, ran out into the wilderness, and then the village thought he was essentially dead, including his father. So yeah, that was Courtyard Valley. And then Neither Gods Nor Dreams, this one, we had the revelation that the town was not a famine, essentially, but more of a, what do you call it? Kind of like a drought, right? They weren't able to create any food and that, so they were struggling to make money, make ends meet, essentially. So that was revealed. And then that some random kid, I think, was found on the roads, dead, which they decided to name Xiao Shou. Again, I'm not sure if that's actually his name. That's just what I remember. We'll find out here shortly anyway. They pretended that guy was this guy because they were doing a little bit of fraud, and claimed like 1 million whatever currency in this part of the world. They claimed 1 million of that to help them out in their current struggling state. But now the conundrum has come. This kid is now back in town. Looks like he might be staying there for a little while, but he still has the same name, or wants to be referred to by the same name. But that person is dead and cost the government, I don't actually remember what their name is. Essentially, the government cost the government $1 million. So now he has to change his name, but he's incredibly stubborn and won't change his name. So now we see where these characters come in. So Mulberry we haven't actually seen yet, I don't think. So this will be interesting. Saga we've seen very briefly. She's kind of had her back up against a stone and eating, and was waxing lyrical, essentially. So we'll see how she comes in. And we still haven't seen wind chimes yet. So let's unlock this story. Health and safety with Mulberry. And find out where this story goes. Let's go. Alright. A foul beast calls echo through the wilderness, and a fresh sun peeks out from the horizon. The sun's color changes from day to day. Yesterday it was shining brightly, but today it glows weakly. A few sparse rays of light leak from the heavy clouds, coating the village in a layer of ashen grey. An elderly man sits in a wheelchair, staring blankly at the shed in front of him. He was instructed to call for help if he heard anything or saw someone trying to escape. Being so old and needing help to get around, there is not much for him to do. He was told the village has an important project, and once it's completed, everyone will be able to live a comfortable life. In order to complete the project, he must not let the one inside escape. He's old, but he can still offer some form of assistance to help the village. The morning breeze picks up, sending the blanket from his shoulders about a meter behind him. He wants to call for help, but worries that he shouldn't alarm the group over such a minor thing. He should only cry out over the task entrusted to him. Someone picks up the blanket, dusts it off, and drapes it over his shoulders. Mulberry? Oh, thank you. Who do you belong to, child? You're welcome. Are the mandarins here? When will they take the prisoner away? Is the project finished? Do you know who's in there? Do you know what the project is? What did you say? My hearing isn't good. Could you speak louder? Yes, I know. I'll just sit here. I'm not going anywhere. Yes, yes, pay no mind to this old man. You young people are plenty busy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on things here. No one's getting past me. I've lived a life of hardship, and I won't let you young people go through that. I'll do what I have to do. Oh, it was Chubai. The swordswoman pushes the old man's wheelchair a few steps forward, enough to catch the sun, then quietly leaves. This should be a westward road now, so I think I'm going in the right direction. Head straight after that sharp bend and then turn left after passing the third fork. But what exactly counts as a fork here? Oh, I'm so glad somebody's here. Mulberry being lost. Nin hao, sir? Would you happen to be from the village around here? Is that ni hao? Is that actually how ni hao's spelled, or is that something, is she saying something else? Who are you? I'm part of the disaster relief team. I heard there was a mudslide a few days ago. I came to investigate the damage, but it looks like my map's not quite right. Have you heard of any villages around here that were struck by a mudslide? Us mountain folk have all the paths around here memorized. I've never heard of someone making a decent map of the place. You must be asking about Mushan. That's where I'm from. We suffered some heavy rain 2 days back, and a section of the Chidao got washed away. But the village is unscathed. What a relief. So I've been going the right way after all. How do I get to Mushan from here? Just continue on this road and turn north when you hit the fork in the road. It's about a half a day's walk. Thank you very much. We've laid the traps as the elder instructed, but I hope we don't need them. Oh no, are they going to try and trap Mulberry? After all, she's only here to help the village. Let's try not to hurt her. Just lead her away. Oh, they lied to her. Well, I'm not the thinking type, so I'll do whatever you say. What a coincidence, huh? This was supposed to be just between us and heaven, but that stubborn messenger had to come knocking. Right. Who was that girl from earlier? What's she here for? Oh, she said she was from a disaster relief team or something and was here to check on the mudslide. And you let her through just like that? The elder told us to stop any messengers here. What's that got to do with anyone else? You idiot! The elder stationed us here to stop the messengers. That means he doesn't want any outsiders ruining our plans. Doesn't disaster relief come from the government? What if the village isn't ready yet and we've spoiled everything? I didn't think that far ahead. So what do we do now? What else can we do? Take the shortcut back to the village and tell the elder. Tell them to hide Fang Xiaoxi in a safe place and make sure he isn't found. Ugh. How do I even break the news? Forget it. You stay here on lookout and go report it myself. Gun stuffed up. Wait! You didn't tell me how the traps work. It looks pretty solid though. At a glance, you can't even tell where it is. Did he just fall into a trap? Oh! She's here. What's this now? Do you need help? Wind chimes, she's the messenger. Elder, bad news. The mandarins are here early. How could this be? Didn't we agree on a time? I don't know myself. We were waiting at the village entrance to hold off any messengers, but that idiot Dafu spotted one and gave her actual directions instead. At this point, there's no turning back. Well, it was inevitable, and better sooner than later. There's no need to panic, just do what you've been tasked to do. I'll ready myself and head to the village entrance. Elder, are you sure you can handle this alone? I have some inkling of how to settle things. The rest of you, do not let Feng Xiaoxi escape and make a scene. The mandarins might pay a visit to the hunter's place later. Right. If he dares make any noise, we'll just drag him out of the village. I've also tasked someone with sorting things out over at the hunter's place. We've given him so many days, but it's time for him to place the grave marker. Alright. We'll go with this for now. Honored ancestors, please bless us. We must pass this test. Nin hao. Nin hao, nin hao. I am the clan elder of Mushan village. We've been anticipating your arrival. Your magisterial greatness honors us with your presence. We beg your forgiveness in forcing you to travel all the way to our remote village. Magisterial? Honored elder, I heard there was a mudslide a few days ago and wanted to get a deeper understanding of the situation. Of course, of course. We have to be crystal clear about such an important incident. We have already finished the preparations. Shall I take you there now? Preparations? Okay. I appreciate your cooperation. Strange. Why did the government send such a young girl? The bag she's carrying doesn't look like it could hold 1 million. Oh, so they haven't been paid yet. I thought they were already paid. Okay. Feng Xiaoxi, time to go. Go where? No questions, just come with us. Oh. Looks like you're in a panic. Let me guess. An outsider showed up. Sure, I'll go right now, and I'll tell them all about your schemes. Won't you just behave? Stop making trouble. You dare headbutt me? Grab a rope and come help me tie him up. Hunter, it's about time. Just come with us and place the grave marker, then it's all done. Why the hurry? Didn't you say the mandarins were coming tomorrow? I don't know why, but they're here today. So, we have to finish our side of the job early. But I'm not done carving yet. This Mu character is still a few strokes short. This is a pretty serious thing, so we can't do a shoddy job here. We don't have time. This is all an act. Why worry about stuff like that? Fine. I'm coming. The mudslide happened a few days ago, overnight, and this boy was at the Chidao worksite. Feng Xiaoxi was born and raised here in this village. We all loved him as a good boy with a virtuous heart ever since he was little. He knew how difficult it was to build roads through the mountains and how important this project was to the village. He probably wanted to salvage some materials, and as a result... I didn't expect a tragedy like this. I'm so sorry for your loss. Disasters are merciless, but at least wherever they happen, people always look out for each other. Well said, madame. Feng Xiaoxi did not die in vain, at least. He perished for the sake of the village, and we will remember him always. When things have settled down, we will inscribe his name in our temple. And for his father, his sole living relative, and the village will come together to care for him. Honored elder, you have a kind heart. No. I am our clan's elder, so this is the least I can do. Having said that, we should probably get down to business, no? You mean... Rude as it is for me to be so forward, I'm afraid I have to ask when the compensation money will arrive. After you verify things on your end, of course. Compensation money? Please, madame. I'm saying madame, it should probably be madam. Please, madam. You mustn't toy with us. Feng Xiaoxi's death should be considered an accident suffered in the execution of the Chidao project, so it is reasonable to expect some compensation money. Not that I hunger for wealth, but this sum of money is critically important to our village. I think there's been a misunderstanding, Honored Elder. I'm not too familiar with the workings of accidental death compensation, but the government should have someone responsible for that. I'm with Chunfen, a disaster relief organization. I'm here to investigate the cause of the mudslide. This tragedy is heartbreaking and irreversible, but we have to do our best to make sure it doesn't happen again. But this... There was no mudslide, so well, she's gonna figure that out real quick. Anguished moaning. Ugh. Don't move. Let me take a look. Seems fine. You didn't break your ankle, at least. How is it? Can you walk? Thank you. What's going on? Why are there hunting traps on this path? Well, spring has just begun, and some beasts made their way into the village 2 days back, so we're taking some precautions. You still shouldn't lay traps where people walk through. It's too dangerous. See, you only caught yourself. Well, I'll come help you after I'm done with my work. Pretty good at repelling beasts. Got some letters to deliver, so I'd better get a move on. Wait. Is there something else? Are you heading to Mushan? Yeah, what's up? You can't go there. Why not? Because... Oh yeah, in case you didn't know, a mudslide hit this area 2 days ago and washed out the road. If the road is out, then how did you get here? If you could get out, then I can get in. It's just a little mountain climbing, no big deal. No, wait. What else? I told them I was a horrible liar, and they still put me out here. I'll just say it. Oh, I see what that was meant to be. Whatever. I'm supposed to keep you from going over there. Even if I have to lie or convince you or whatever, I can't let you go to the village today, even if I have to fight you. I knew it. You've been acting weird this whole time. What exactly are you guys trying to pull here? Oh my. I'm going senile. If you hear about the mudslide, there really isn't much to say. It happened some distance away from the village, so no one was really affected by it. I'm sorry you took the trouble to come all the way out here, but the village is fine and there's nothing worth investigating. Honored Elder, if I could have a moment, there are still some things I want to confirm. A mudslide is not unusual at this time of year, but as I understand it, it is standard procedure to build some protective fortifications on the mountain slopes before working on the Chidao proper to prevent these kind of accidents. Oh my god, is Mulberry literally work health and safety? If the fortifications were erected properly, then the Chidao shouldn't have been washed away by the mudslide in the first place. If there were issues with the fortifications here, it means there might be issues with structural integrity elsewhere as well. That means there's still a chance of another mudslide further damaging the Chidao, or even hitting the village. So I have to head up the mountain and get to the bottom of this. You want to go up the mountain? Honored Elder, could you show me the way up? Well, I'll be frank with you, girl. It's not that I don't want to help you, but it's the height of planting season. Everyone here is busy with farm work, and one man leading the way means one less hand to work the fields. If you really have no time to spare, I'd appreciate it if you would be so kind as to point me in the general direction so I can make my way up alone. The roads in these mountains are rugged and difficult to traverse, with many branching paths. You could find it very difficult. Stall tactics, stall more. Worry not, I shall show thee the way. This is sounding like, Saga. The way she's speaking. I don't think it's Chubai. You! Young Shifu Saga. Nailed it. What are you still doing here? She's always just so overly happy. The past few days I've enjoyed thine care whilst wandering these parts. Though I may be lacking in agricultural ability and unable to assist thine farming, I am at least able to serve as a guide. Young Shifu, now is not the time. Honored Elder, I don't really understand what's going on. I get the feeling you really don't want me going up the mountain. This whole time, you've been talking about how much damage the disaster has caused the village. So why don't you care? Why don't you care about keeping it from happening again? Elder, the hunter! Oh. Elder, please. I'll be right there. What's the hunter doing? Today is the day we put Fang Xiaoxi to rest. Everyone present will bear witness. To send off a boy less than half your age is truly difficult, but life and death know not reason. You have done a meritorious service, dying for the village's sake. I pray you are reborn in a better family and place in your next life, and not somewhere like here. And thus I declare, Feng Shaoxi is dead. Hunter, as his father, I think it would be best for you to place your son's grave marker yourself. Wait, I have a question. You say Shaoxi died for the village and will be buried here. But if you truly treated him as one of your own, even when we're finished here, will you really let him live in the village? What are you asking? Come on, the mandarins might just be around the corner. Don't screw this up for us. How could I even... All of you know that I'm hurt and sick. You could say I'm already halfway in the ground at this point. I've been long content to live on like this, but for Shaoxi, let my son live in peace. Didn't we already agree to that? The elder even swore an oath in the temple. Once we finish this, the village will take care of you both. Why so uneasy? Hunter, what are you waiting for? I'm just worried. You need us right now, but who knows what'll happen after you get your money. How will you treat us then? I really have no idea. Reminds me of something someone said to me yesterday. A man is never truly satisfied. Did he place it? The hunter loosens his grip and the wooden tablet in his hand falls to the ground. Hey! We need that money to survive and tend to the land. What's that to you? Is the elder's word not enough? Do you need the whole village to kowtow before of our ancestors for you to believe us? That's not what I mean. We're out of time. There's nothing else we can do. The crowd rushes the lone man, grabbing his arms and forcing him to the grave. One of them picks up the grave marker and shoves it back into the man's hand. This is odd, to say the least. Holding the piece of wood in the midst of the crowd, he lowers his head like a burdened beast. The unfinished grave marker falls slowly toward the grave. What? Chubai? Oh, Chubai, yeah. A long sword flashes across the space, splitting the wooden grave marker in two. Facing rebels, bandits, seasoned generals, kung fu masters, whether in a fight or a competition, the way she unsheathed her sword was always more natural and unreserved than the action she just took. The sword only barely tapped into its power, sending splinters flying erratically. Before leaving Yumen, she told that man, I will find a place to bring this sword to its full potential. But what's the point of drawing a blade before a group of unarmed villagers? Should she have drawn? Was she right to try and stop this? But why even wield a sword? If you stay silent in the face of injustice... Placing that grave marker would defile 2 lives. Miss Chu, you're still here? I've been worried this plot of yours could go past the point of no return. And I was absolutely right to worry. You know everything? Every last detail. Then you should know we're just trying to survive here. These past 2 days I've heard something to that effect a dozen times. A corpse, a name, a sum of money. Can you only survive by trampling the dignity of others? She does not raise her voice, but the villagers present shrink back from her. She scans their faces. The people look at her with trepidation, and at the sword in her hand. Such looks are all too familiar to her. Perhaps they fear more than just the sword, though. There are many things here that could seal their fates. Perhaps they fear this sword, or perhaps the weeds of the wilderness. But have they known anything other than hardship? The light of her sword disappears and she slips it back into its sheath, without pointing the blade at another soul. Girl, no, honored master, this is none of your concern. I know kung fu masters like you fight for justice, but you are a mighty swordswoman, while you couldn't hope to understand our lives. There is no difference between you and I. Mum, I found a government notice in Dad's bag. Ooh, who is this? Bandits have gathered in Jiangxi, causing immeasurable suffering to the good people of the area. The troublemakers will be eliminated within the next few days, but amnesty will be granted to those miscreants who have the sense to surrender. Mum, please, tell Dad to stop. Oh, this is Chubai. It's still not too late. Just think about it, for your daughter's sake. Words are cheap. We could surrender, but then what next? Those merchants along the river, the footmen carrying grain, what wrongs have they done? I can't help it. If need to place blame, blame the mountains for being too high, or the currents for being too fast. But take good care of our daughter. Some people are born rich, powerful, or noble, knowing not how the world truly works. Some are born to displaced families, living the same as migratory beasts, struggling day by day with no time or opportunity to think about settling down. It is a universal sight, catastrophes hanging over their heads, pushing the land to its limits. There is no true justice in this world. But are the weeds by the river or the stones of the wilderness to follow, to abide it regardless? This does not mean we should accept this injustice without reservation. I have spent 5 years in Jiangxi and another 5 in Yumen. I have turned on the edge of this blade too many times to count. It feels like if was a short it. I think that's meant to be an it. It feels like it was a short. Okay, wait, hang on. It feels like it. I'm not sure quite what they're trying to say here. It feels like if was short a single piece of guidance or wavered in my spirit, I would have become something like the Shanghai Zong. I would have become someone like my father. I understand your struggles, but they are no excuse for injustice. There is never an excuse for injustice, for the river will eventually swallow us all. I've been reluctant to step in, but just how far do you intend to take this? Feng Shaoxi! What happened to him? Zhou Lu and Zhou Si were taking him to the mountain behind the village. To the summit. Everyone was afraid he'd make trouble, so we decided to take him someplace far away. We never expected him to... It's not too late. What is he doing? It's as if the snow melted as quickly as it fell, and the swordswoman lost the tracks she had been following. The hunter, still in a daze, gets to his feet and tries to catch up to her. 2 pieces of wood lay on the ground, surrounded by splinters. Some words he understood, and some he did not. The crowd gathers around the empty grave and exchanging glances. They seem to be thinking about something, but at the same time look like they've forgotten something else. We're done for. Are you the resident monk here, Shifu Saga? You seem familiar with the place. I have taken a number of momentary respites in my travels and happened nearby the past couple of days, and so I bore witness to the accident. Now thou art learned in the methods of disaster relief, thine undertaking to comprehend the circumstances of the mudslide will indeed help prevent similar disasters in future. A most excellent thing. I love the way she speaks. Thank you for escorting me, Shifu. I don't know what I would do if the villagers kept standing in my way. Dost thou know the reason for the village's relentless obstruction? Is there something hidden beneath the mudslide? Mortal ability is indeed limited, and all that occurs on this plane is merely as one glimpses a beast through a pipe. As to secrets hidden within a catastrophe, I dare not engage in wanton talk. I feel there are matters I have yet to comprehend, and so I guide thee up the mountain. Sight begets truth, and so upon arriving at our destination, thou shalt see with thine own eyes and come to know the truth. This is where the mountain broke off. Mulberry approaches the precipice and crouches down without thinking, the dirt and rock leaving marks on her skirt. The site of the incident lies far below, the mud appearing as if someone had casually tossed sand onto the carefully constructed lifeline, which is now severed and scribbled over. Well, hast thou made a discovery? The expression worn upon thy face is unpleasant. I'm beginning to wonder, was the mudslide really a natural occurrence? There have been a number of consecutive rainstorms in the area recently, and I myself took shelter in the village on account. Northwestern Yan has always been a dry, mountainous region, extra dry these past 2 years. Rainfalls have been concentrated in spring and summer, and a nearby catastrophe has also exacerbated the climate change. Vegetation is sparse and difficult to plant. These are mostly barren mountains with inhospitable soil and rock. What fertility the soil has is only getting worse. Coupled with intense bursts of rainfall, conditions are perfect for natural mudslides. But, Shifu Saga, take a look over there. The section that didn't collapse. Those are the protective fortifications. Yan has thousands of Shidao crisscrossing the wastes and mountains where catastrophes are frequent. Regular maintenance and rebuilding are necessary, so the initial construction efforts tend to see the most effort. The more complex the terrain, the more resources the construction gets. Engineering teams reinforce the mountains on both sides of the Chidao using solid foundations to ensure it is safe to use. I've come to understand that the mountains on either side of the Chidao should have been more secure. But more importantly, I found some explosive residue. Explosives? Might they be evidence of Chidao engineers drilling holes into the mountain when they established the fortifications? When I was interning at Chunfen, we worked with Chidao engineering teams on scouting missions, assessments and rescue operations. They emphasize precision and control during construction, and use standardized explosives developed by the Ministry of Engineering for their drilling and blasting. But in the residue I found here, the gunpowder looks really rough. It looks more homemade. On my way here, I chanced upon some hunters blocking the entrance to a sandbeast cave with explosives crafted from clay. But who would bury such explosives on this barren summit? The wandering monk accidentally kicks a stone. The stone rolls a ways down the slope before coming to a stop in a clear depression. She pokes at the surrounding vegetation with her naginata, and the winding tracks are almost instantly blown away by the wind. What's wrong, Shifu? The tracks were made by a mobility scooter. Oh, is this where he broke the scooter? The old man wearily drags his feet over the steps and staggers towards the outskirts of the village. The sun gradually tilts west, forming a resplendent sunset. The last rays of the light are just right, not too hot or cold, warming him up. At this hour, he would normally have just finished with the day's work or settled on village affair. There is never enough time in the farming season, but to him, a day has never felt so long. He walks aimlessly until his legs give in and he sits down on the ground in a daze. Oh, wind chimes is here. Elder? Why? Why are you here? Weren't you supposed to? Here's your money, Elder. What are you talking about? The exhausted messenger sets the package on the ground. It gives off a muffled, heavy sound, the dust almost striking the old man's face. Did you forget? You submitted an application 2 years ago. The subsidy you've been waiting for, it's finally here. I set out the instant I got your message. Yep. After Chunfen this year, the village should have some state-of-the-art farming equipment, and every household can buy a new thing or two. The government didn't forget about Mushan. It's just that the catastrophe made for a pretty long delay. Elder? The old man does not move from his spot, his mouth open wide. He wants to say something, but nothing comes out. The bundle of money on the ground is incredibly heavy. The old man feels his vision blurring as if the mountain cleared by the excavator thousands of years ago had returned, weighing on his heart. Go, quickly. Go and release Fang Shaoxi. Elder? Fang Shaoxi, he jumped off the mountain. What? Is this a he jumped off the mountain just like he fell from a window? Alright, Saga, Nameless Minion. Let me actually just take a little bit more of a drink here. Make sure my voice doesn't disappear on me. Okay. On to Nameless Minion. Alright, anxious child. How'd it go? I got it. The elder didn't see you, did he? He wasn't home. I think he went to the Yishan temple to make an offering to the ancestors. That's good. I don't want to get chewed out again. Anyway, hurry up. Let's take a look. What are all these buttons for? This round thing here looks like a flashlight stuck inside. Is this really the camder thingamajig lady messenger was talking about? Camcorder? This is definitely it. Lady Messenger's magazine had an ad for a machine just like this. I saw it when the elder took it from that guy yesterday. Can this camcorder thing really suck people inside? What the heck? You're talking about recording? Okay. Turn it on already and let's see what it can do. I'm trying, but it's not doing anything. The mudslide yesterday might have messed up some of the mechanisms. You're just pretending like you know what to do. Let me try. Hey, hands off! Smash on the ground. Ugh. My head. Oh, Saga's back. Wait, Saga's back? For what reason have you children cast a stone at me? I love it. I love the way she talks. God damn it. It is no matter. I feel no pain from the stone. I carry no blame for you children. Can we have that back? If I return it to you, it would be unbecoming if you then attacked another soul with it. It's a camcorder, not a rock. I see. This is a camcorder. In Higashi, I heard the brothers speak of such a device. Though lightweight and small in shape, it faithfully retains the likeness of any image in perpetuity. After parting ways with my head priest, I spent a long while wandering the lands of Great Yarn, including a fair bit of time inside the paint scroll of a certain master. Dusk. Therein I witnessed countless wonders, though we will never meet again. I am left with deep regret. With a device like this in hand, never again must I suffer the sorrows of people and places bygone, never to be seen again. May I look at the camera? Sure, go for it. It's already busted anyway. Such a small screen, yet able to flip like this. Remarkable. There is a cover behind the device that opens. Oh my, the screen is illuminated. You turned it on? But how? Hey, tell me what's inside. Oh, wind chimes? Is on the camera? What? For someone like you who doesn't really know the people here, who are you to judge our lives and look down on us? What gives you the right to talk about change? You've got a lot of grand talk about compassion, but in the end you're just looking down on us, pitying us. Leave me alone. Interesting, okay. The woman inside blinks blankly, and Saga suddenly realizes that she is looking at her own face. The image has vanished, the screen turning back into a reflective surface. That's it? You didn't break it by forcing it on, did you? Let go of me. So I'm guessing he jumped off the mountain is gonna be, they're gonna try and like throw him off the mountain, right? Gah, rotten kid, settle down. Ah. Gah. No biting either. What are you dragging me up the mountain for? What are you gonna do to me? You must have been feeling real stuffy locked in that old shed, right? We're just taking you out for some nice fresh air before heading back. You think I'm an idiot? The mandarins are here, aren't they? I hit the nail on the head. I'm going back down. I'm going to tell the mandarins what you're up to. Is that your plan? Not satisfied until you've ruined life for everyone, huh? You people are the ones who sold your souls, and you're trying to make this my fault? Sold our souls? We agreed to keep you fed out of the goodness of our hearts. You call that selling our souls? If only I could trade the name Zhao Lu for some money to buy food. Hey, don't bother trying to reason with him. Won't do you a bit of good. Think we haven't tried to talk sense into him? We tried everything under the sun and the kid still won't budge. Fang Xiaoxi, you're not going anywhere. You're staying right here on this mountain. Oh, maybe he does run. Grab him! There's no way you'll get past all of us. Just simmer down. You're up against a cliff. If you don't watch your step, you might just... Cut the crap already. Why you little... Don't test us, Fang Xiaoxi. Hey, Zhao Si, don't tell me you... The elder didn't say we could... If he keeps this up, we're gonna attract unwanted attention. And we can't have that. I'm telling you, I'm going down this mountain today. Even if you somehow manage to keep my mouth shut and get your cash, I will expose you sooner or later. Even if I die, I'm going to live on. Or if you think you've got what it takes, kill me right here. I see. I get it now. Fang Xiaoxi, you're just a wild beast cub that we haven't domesticated. Weird way of putting it, sure. 3 years ago, you blew up the Yishan temple and cut off the lifeblood of our village. 3 years later, you're going to drive every last one of us to our deaths. What are you doing? Stop. Huh? You buy? Yeah. You got there. Master, you're still here. He was about to get launched off that cliff, huh? Shifu Saga, I don't understand. That elder didn't seem like a bad man, so why? I am reminded of a story I heard on my travels. Wouldst thou have me recount it, good Mulberry? Yes. There once was a bukwai, a lawman, who worked hard all his life and devoted himself to his duties. Though he was poor, he eked out a stable, comfortable life. Oh, okay, yep, I get that. Once he was ordered to capture a group of bandits in the mountains. When he did see their cave full of hoarded treasure, he could not restrain the evil thoughts that arose within him. The bukai took 2 pieces of pure gold, a mere 2 pieces, and hid them in his pocket. His actions were discovered by a fellow lawman. The latter dangled this over his head, seeking to blackmail him into splitting the loot equally. The Bukai was indignant and slew his fellow lawman in a fit of rage. He made as if the deed was done by the bandits and returned to report back alone. How could anyone do something so awful? Aha! My response was similar upon first hearing the tale. Alas, know that the story is far from over. When the Bukai arrived at the foot of the mountain, he met the fallen lawman's wife. He knew not why she would appear here, and panic set into his paranoia-gripped heart. Resolving to see things through to the end, he murdered her as well. He's all right. Settle down. The Bukai beheld the blood-stained knife in his hand, confused and frightened at the same time, before hurriedly fleeing back home. However, these murders were quickly discovered. The Bukai knew he could not escape his crimes and condemned his entire family, turning to a life of banditry. As for how the Bukai became an infamous bandit, carrying calamity in his wake, or how he ultimately lost his life and left not a trace behind, I shall not elucidate the specifics. Who would guess that 2 pieces of gold could lead to all that? Indeed. My head priest said evil thoughts are beasts residing within the hearts of man, which must be beaten into submission every now and then. As such, my mission is to ensure the temple bells never cease. After all, it is difficult to contain a wild beast once it is freed from its cage. The drifting muck bends down and rubs a pinch of gunpowder, stained clay between her fingers. They say the weather is as unpredictable as the human heart. The winds and rains are unpredictable indeed, and managing them to avert calamity is best left to experts such as thyself. All I can offer is to join thee on one leg of thy journey. I ought to go down the mountain. This is the 2nd time I've saved your life. I hope there won't be a 3rd. Miss Chu, wait. Wait for me. Xiaoxi. The hunter laboriously manages to catch his breath, flopping himself down on a large rock nearby. Ugh, never expected this path to be so rough. I don't have the endurance for this. Back when I was young, I once saw a talpa beast. My aim wasn't good enough and my arrow lodged in its buttocks. The beast started darting around in a frenzy. You rarely see a talpa beast that plump, and I didn't want to let it get away. So I chased after it like my lungs didn't need breath. Finally, I caught the beast in a grassy clearing a few li away and had myself a feast. But now my body is covered with wounds, barely able to draw a bowstring, barely able to swing a hoe. I barely made it in time to save my own child. Dad, what are you trying to say? I'm just glad that you're fine. It's true, these men. Don't worry, they're only unconscious. But I can't guarantee they won't suffer from headaches for a fortnight after waking up. In any case, they deserve some punishment for what they've done. Yes, you're right. They didn't do anything to you, did they? No, not at all. I'm glad. What are those bastards in the village doing now? I bet they're putting on a whole song and dance, bawling their eyes out while showing the mandarins to the grave. Now that I'm a free man, I'm not going to let them get away with it. The young man storms down the side of the mountain, careful to administer a couple of sharp kicks to the villagers collapsed on the ground. But he suddenly comes to a halt. A hand is tugging on his arm, and even though through his clothes, he can feel the abrasion from the calluses on that hand. He lowers his head and the old man seems to apply even more force to his grip, turning away to avoid his gaze. Xiaoxi, hold on. You didn't just come to save me, did you? You're also here to stop me. 2 of the blue stone tiles in front of the altar are gone. He took the pieces the last time he was here, not having had time to replace them yet. The layer of soil beneath the floor tiles is damp, cooler to the touch than the blue stone. The old man feels the coolness with his forehead. The statue of the ancestor cannot speak, so he must be first to say something. But what is there for him to say? Honored ancestors, it's all my fault. I never thought an investigator would come to the village. I never thought that would drive the boy Fang Shaoxi into despair. After all, I saw him grow up before my very eyes. I never thought that the 3 years after he left the village, leaving no trace of whether he lived or died, that he would return now, of all times. I truly don't know what came over me, what possessed me to argue to use his name to swindle the compensation money. I never thought that in the middle of the night during such a heavy rainstorm, a boy would chance upon the Chidao. All I could think was, if this part of the Chidao was destroyed, that would have kept the maintenance work going for another half a year or so. Even 2 or 3 months would have been enough. Once the work started, we'd all have an extra bit of income. Things have been so rough the last few years. It'd at least be better than sitting around waiting for heaven to do something. The Yushan Temple used to be the heart of the village, but now it's at the entrance. The place you dug out from the mountains for future generations has slowly been reclaimed, devoured over the last few years or decades. If we keep pushing our luck on this mountain, on this land, soon we won't have enough. We won't even have this temple. So that's why I buried those explosives, to take advantage of the torrential spring rains to cause an accident. But as long as there was a better way, I couldn't have resorted to such disgraceful methods. I never imagined it would lead to all this. Why must heaven torment us so? Venerable Elder, were these words meant for the forebears who dug out this mountain, or for thyself? Oh, Saga, of course. Why did I not expect that language to be her? Just hold on there, my boy. They almost pushed me off a cliff, Dad. Those aren't good people. There's no telling how low they'll stoop. Nobody knew the Mandarins would come a day early. Things happened too quickly, and everyone was in a panic. Some things were unavoidable. I know everybody went a little overboard, but I promise, I'll have the Elder explain things. Still, you can't go down there now. After all this, you're still covering for them. I'm not trying to cover for anybody. I remember asking you this. Would staying in the village really guarantee safety and peace? Villagers wouldn't do anything to Xiaoxi. Yesterday they swore before their ancestors at the Yushan Temple. The clan elder and all of them promised me. You take their word for it. I'm sure you know Fang Xiaoxi's temperament. He won't go along with them. He'll insist on keeping his name just as he did with your land those years ago. Or are you planning to keep him locked up forever? If you lose control of him and he ruins the whole plan, what will the villagers do then? Evil, once summoned, does not stop at your request. As I said, whatever's going on in Mushan is no more ridiculous than anything I've seen before. I don't want to get involved, and it really isn't my business. But I've never trusted you. Miss Chu, what are you saying? You knocked Zhao Si and Zhao Lu out in a single move just now. I saw it all. If you really wanted to get in our way, you'd take down everyone in the village with a move or two, tie us up, and hand us over to the Mandarins. We couldn't lift a finger to stop you. That's not how I do things. I admit, there's reasons behind your words. No matter how driven in desperation someone is, no matter if it seems like there's no other way, none of that is an excuse to turn to evil. But the fact that you hold a sword, that you know Kung Fu, That's what let you go looking for another path to hold on to things you care about. There will always be another way for you, but it's not like that for us. Still, swords are useless in these ravines. A sword won't save the arable land, it won't control the crazy weather, it won't save the 100 or so people here, not even just me and my son. All we can do is wait for the rain, wait for someone who can dig us out of the mountain's grasp to show up. All we can do is wait for the Chidao to need more repairs, for more nomadic cities to be built so everyone can move in and live stable lives. But how boundless is this patch of dirt? How many ravines are there out there, just like ours? There may be no rhyme or reason to what I'm saying, but I hope you understand what I'm getting at, Miss Chu. I understand perfectly well, which is precisely why I can't stand by and watch. Just let us go this time, out of the goodness of your heart. Master, let him be. He's my dad. Let me deal with him myself. I thought you were taking the investigator up the mountain. What are you doing here? Venerable Elder, may I help myself to the fruit on this table? I have eaten nothing today, and I am both hungry and thirsty after my arduous trek down the mountain. Surely thou hast the compassion in thy heart to spare a piece of fruit. Did you hear what I just said? Ah, this bit of dried fruit is soft and chewy, sweet and sour. It even bears a faint fragrance of the branch, truly delectable. More than thy words alone, I have heard other such utterances these past few days. If thou wouldst seek these things concealed, then thou shouldst toss them in the cellar, as with dried fruit, such that thou needst not visit this temple. But of course, they would emerge at the slightest hint of the breeze sooner or later. So my knowledge of the matter makes no difference. That investigator girl, does she already know? I think I know why you're here now. Ah. You must be the one who helped Xiao Ping and Zhao An turn on the camcorder too. You found me both times I came to this temple. Could your arrival here be a warning from the ancestors? I've grown too old, too addled, too slow to realize. I was simply wandering the lands of Great Yan when I happened to stop here, and was thus delayed for a few days. Even had I not arrived, someone else would have come, and some other incident would have taken place. At first I assumed all these years I had never done anything for Mushan. What had I done to deserve my title? But in the end, man has no business doing heaven's work. We only end up hurting others and ourselves. 2 lives wasted. How am I ever to answer for them? Thy machinations were never particularly thorough in the first place. Rather sloppy, actually. Your plan was shit. But I must wonder, why dost thou repent for insufficiently thorough planning? I just was thinking, what if you had come to Mushan sooner? If I had met you before, maybe I wouldn't have found all these wild thoughts in my head. Maybe none of this would have happened. Ah, did I not just say that I arrived by chance? My presence here is not such a significant thing. Besides, is there a man whose heart truly harbors no evil? Shouldn't a monk shun evil and uphold virtue? Wouldn't it ruin your practice to harbor evil in your heart? Dost thou believe that having such thoughts ruins one's practice? Before leaving Dusk's Scroll, I happened upon a version of myself that had become a gambler. Oh. That me could not resist the temptation of dice and chips, pawning her ceremonial mokugyo, selling her possessions, giving in to unrestrained debauchery, getting friends and companions involved, and carrying out all sorts of unconscionable acts. Before she left the temple, the head priest called out for her to stop, and they each took a stick in hand and enjoyed a most excellent duel. From the beginning of the crescent moon's ascent to the dawning of the sun in the east, The monk never understood why the head priest struggled with each move, as if fighting for survival rather than sport. She had already forgotten the result of that duel. Only occasionally, in a trance, would she remember her stick hovering above the priest's head. In that moment did she think to complete the downward strike. Oh, evil thoughts, right? I get it. So she was doing extra, or she was being extra in the combat, and then did the evil thought cross her mind of continuing and following through with the strike? Yep, I get it now. To harbor evil thoughts is hardly unexpected. Logical, even. Shifu. Not only in the painted scroll, but also in the realm of dreams. Once, when I was famished, I happened upon a pregnant she-beast. The first thought that crossed my mind was, "Is fatter than the he-beast." I was also wrongfully imprisoned once. I was bound in a way that made it difficult to escape. My hand nearly pressed against the naginata behind me. And yet, the woman you see before you is the same nonetheless. I recall this sutra that the head priest recited. Man has natural desire for food as well as the potential for evil. Since it is inevitable, what is so wrong about harboring such thoughts within your heart? They are nothing more than thoughts. Nothing more than thoughts. Also, though I do not recall exactly when or where it happened, I once had the privilege of meeting a swordsmith. Swordsmith was a strange man determined to seek the strongest and sharpest blade in the land. And at a time, he built a hut in the mountains, and I accompanied him for a full 3 months. I watched the furnace's flames spring to life and go out, time and time again. I saw billets forged, then melted, melted, then forged. At long last he produced a blade, shaped like the floating clouds, glistening in all its brilliance, yet lacking a sharpened edge. It was dull. He said, "Sharpen not the blade, and thou shalt not fear for harming another." But alas, to harm another depends not on the blade, but on oneself. You're quite a forthcoming individual. But not everyone can see or think as clearly as you. Not everyone can restrain their thoughts and prevent them from turning into action, no matter the time or place. On the contrary, I believe it is because these thoughts are difficult to restrain, releasing them causes great calamity. Let me reread that. On the contrary, I believe it is because these thoughts are difficult to restrain, releasing them causes great calamity. It is like unto ringing the bell and chanting daily. After years and years, one naturally feels the temptation to grow slothful, but to strike the bell even one fewer time would render all previous effort meaningless. Ooh, I like that. That's actually really cool. And it's so true too, right? You can do things right for your entire life, but if you have one slip up, one little slip up, then that's it. All your previous effort of doing the good or the right thing is meaningless. How many kowtowed to heaven for a single drop of rain, only to provoke a mudslide? Evil thought and evil deed differ by only one word, yet the difference in consequences could hardly be greater. This indeed began with thy thoughts, but the moment they became reality, they had left thy control. Now that everything has been set in motion, how canst thou seeketh to explain it all away by claiming thou thought naught of them? Kaoshi, it's true that I'm helping them, but I'm also helping us. We've lived in Mushan for so many years. We're a part of the village. Dad, I know how you used to wander the wilderness, hunting and selling game just to eke out a living. I know how hard it was. You wanted shelter from the wind and rain. You were finally able to settle down in Mushan, and using the money you scraped together year after year, you were able to buy a few plots of land and make your home. You can't bear to leave the land or your house. After all, you owe everything to this place. No matter what happens, you're willing to take things in stride. When Mum ran off, they bullied us for being the only family outside the Zol clan, and when they insisted on moving the rundown temple onto your land, you agreed to it. And now, when they're trying to take my name and turn me into a dead man, you've given in again. If there's another disaster or whatever in the future and they come for our land, our house, and our lives, are you just going to go along with that too? Your life is what you make for yourself. It's not something other people give to you. I know. But if I head down right now and turn the entire village into the investigator, how do you think it's going to turn out? Forget about me. I don't even have that many years left in me. But you're only 15. How are you going to be able to stay here? Why do we need to stay here in the first place? Push comes to shove, we leave Mushan. Get out of the mountains and settle down in a nomadic city. Doesn't matter if there's no land to farm. There are plenty of opportunities in the cities. I can take all kinds of jobs. I could learn Kung Fu and become as strong as Master Chi or Chu. I'll earn lots of money and help you get better. Believe it or not, I've been traveling all around these past 3 years. I've been everywhere, seen everything. You really did take after your mother. Back then, everyone in the village wanted to safeguard the land reclaimed by the excavators and pray to heaven to put food on the table. Your mother was the only one who wanted to get out of the mountains. She wanted to go to Yumen, to Shengshu, to Lungmen, to experience a different life in a nomadic city that we had never heard of. Your mother married me because I was a hunter who traveled all over the place. It wasn't until I bought this land with my life savings and after you were born that I was chained to this place, like an old burden beast. Only then did she realize I didn't come here just to rest my feet. The day that salesman coaxed her away, I chased you into the wilderness just in time to bring you back. That woman passed away a few years ago. She sent a letter. It took a great many months for it to reach my hands. The only thing in the envelope was a sum of money, compensation for her death, left to Xiaoxi. She followed the salesman to a city to try and make a living, but went back to the wilderness after just 6 months or so. I don't know what happened after that. The message had been handed off to 5 or 6 different messengers, and the details had become blurry. But when I held that pitifully thin envelope, it wasn't hard to guess. We handed the money over to the village in the end, and they used it to repair the temple Xiaoxi blew up. My boy, if it was easier to survive in a city than here in Mushan, you wouldn't be here today. Over the past 3 years, you even learned enough to let you live a dignified life, let alone enjoy a grand career. If so, can you tell me why Miss Chu brought you back here? It's not that I can't bear to part with the land or this house. I planned it all out. When the compensation money came through, I was going to use it to go looking for you, and then Mushan would have been my home no more. But then you came back. Miss Chu brought you back home. When you walked back into the village, I decided, no matter what, I couldn't let you leave again. I wasn't born here. I've seen what it's like out there. But is that life any better than the one here in this mountain village? In this world, there are many ways to live, but not everyone has the privilege of choosing theirs. All I want is for you to be able to live your life in peace. It's already hard enough to live a peaceful, ordinary life. If by living my life in peace you mean spend the rest of my life with nothing, not even my own name, I don't want any of that. A name is a small price to pay for food, money, and security for the rest of our lives. I can't accept it, Dad. I'm not some weed growing in a crevice in the mountain. I'm not an animal that roams the vast wilderness. I'd rather die than... The boy's voice cracks from how emotional he gets, and he stumbles backwards in embarrassment, nearly falling over. His voice is immature and hoarse, the strong wind atop the mountain tugging at his cracked voice as it trails off, distorted yet still coming across resolutely. You really are a stubborn kid. I can't convince you, and it's not like I expect you to think about me. But I can't let you go down the mountain today, no matter what. If you press on anyway, I'm going to throw myself headfirst off the edge of this cliff. The hunter lowers his head. The boy seems to calm down somewhat, and though he still has more to say, he does not open his mouth again. Fine sand splashes across the people's faces. In these desolate mountains, the wind is ever dry, even during spring. Nobody says a word. The swordswoman quietly moves a few steps closer to the edge of the cliff. Dad, lift your head and look at me. Shakes his head. Dad, is it better for everyone if Feng Shaoxi dies? Yes. Feng Shaoxi should be no more. When he was little, he used to kick pebbles off the cliff one after another, patiently waiting for the sound to come from afar. He and his name are just like those small stones. And now, he has become one with those stones. The speed with which he plummets from the cliff is not so fast. He even has time to think of the tusk beast he and Chubai saw in the woods, remembering the look in its dying eyes. Was it one of unwillingness, panic, or relief? Is it the wind? The wind supports his back. What? The spring breeze flows through the temple, kicking up a cloud of fine dust. The sun shines high overhead, the warmth outside contrasting with the temple's chilly interior. The old man's hunched back quivers slightly, but he nevertheless remains seated. The wandering monk draws 2 steps closer to him. When I think on everything that's happened over the last few days, it seems almost like a dream. The man who went up the mountain to bury the explosives, the man who personally wrote the application letter to the government, and the man who lied to the investigator just now. Was that really me? How nice it would be if you told me that this was all a dream. I recall a saying I once heard. Don't speak of dreams to fools. Dost thou now see thyself the fool? Wait, what is it? Don't speak of dreams to fools. Dost thou now see thyself the fool? Okay, I don't think I quite understand that one. Ridiculous, isn't it? 3 years ago, Feng Shaoxi left the village after blowing up the Yushin temple, but I used them myself that night. The very same explosives the boy had made. I remember rushing over to the hunter's house to dig out the unused portion of Feng Shaoxi's explosives from his room. I originally intended to confiscate them for safekeeping so they would not be used for harm. Who would have thought that they really should have been kept from me? Oh, it all becomes clear. Venerable Elder, at this juncture, what does your heart now tell you? I don't care if I die now. I just feel bad for those I've wronged. Feng Shaoxi, though the boy was paranoid and reckless, it's not as if he was rotten at his core. He destroyed the ancestors' temple for the sake of his father, out of a sense of filial piety. To make matters worse, none of this had anything to do with him. He was only 15, so young, and we drove him to his death. Oh, is he speaking after the fact? Oh, I think... Okay, I see now. I see what's happening. The other boy. I don't know where he came from, or what he came here to do, but he stayed here and did not go back. Now his family will never hear of him, no matter how much they cry and wail. But even when I prayed for him before my ancestors, all I could call him was Feng Shaoxi. I didn't dare consider whether his soul would be able to rest in peace, fearing that it would forever haunt Mushan village. Did someone die at that cliff? I'm pretty sure, Ben. I'm pretty sure he jumped off. Although Chubao, oh my god, I'm forgetting her name. She did move closer to the edge, so maybe she grabbed him before he fell. It's not clear. I just want to reread this. To make matters worse, none of this had anything to do with him. He was only 15, so young, and we drove him to his death. The other boy, I don't know where he came for or what he came here to do, but he stayed here and did not go back. Now, his family will never hear of him, no matter how much they cry or wail. But even when I prayed for him before my ancestors, all I could call him was Feng Shaoxi. I didn't dare consider whether his soul... Ah, okay, so this is a little bit confusing. I think talking about two people, but I'm not sure how they interlink. Please, don't come any closer, Shifu. After hearing the prayer thou didst offer, I have been chanting sutras for the boy in my spare time these past few days. A pity that my head priest never formally taught more than a few full sutras, but hopefully my sincerity was enough. Now, everything has come to light. Those 2 lives, if the mandarins decide to pursue the leads, 12 households, 100 people, will all be implicated because of my actions. I know how deeply I've sinned, which is why I do not dare beg forgiveness from the ancestors. All I can do is this. Yeah, whoa. Cease thine improper thoughts. Oh, was he about to try and kill himself? Oh. This is the last pouch of explosives, yes? They hid it on me, thinking you wouldn't notice. I was planning on killing myself before you showed up, but after mulling it over some more, I couldn't even follow through with that. 3 years ago, Feng Shaoxi was able to pull the string on the buried explosives. Looks like I don't even have the spine to match a child. Didst thou believe ending thy life would form an adequate solution to all that has happened here? Wrong, incorrect. No, this is thine assumption that thou couldst abandon the situation, that thou couldst avoid living with the consequences. The time when thou knew not what I was here. The words thou didst offer to the ancestors were full of self-pity for acting on behalf of the village, mentioning nothing of the explosives or of the boy's death. That night, had the nameless boy not passed by the foot of the mountain, had the explosives dislodged naught but dirt and pebble, had the mudslide washed away only the Chidao, wouldst thou have come upon the same fate as now? Okay, I understand it now. So the guy that came to the village, the kid, he stayed at the village for a little while and got caught up in the explosion that the old man, the chief, or he's not a chief, his title is something else, High Elder, that the High Elder set off on the mountain, causing the mudslide, killed that kid. Then the choice not to go ahead and tell the messengers that the kid had died, and so that they could tell the family that the kid had died, is now weighing on him, as he decided to then call that person Xiao Xiu, which is the 15-year-old kid that left 3 years ago. And he did that for the compensation. I'm getting it now. Couldst thou know if there was as well a little foul beast happening to fly by, stopping to preen its feathers only to be drowned in the sand and mud? Now, what will become of the Chidao, and of this temple, and of the entire village? Had the mudslide never come, Thou ought yet repent for the rain that never should have fallen. I'll explain everything to the mandarins. Ah. The old man gathers the pieces of the dismantled explosives in front of him. After kneeling for so long, he has nearly lost all sensation in his legs, and he falls to the ground again. The coldness pours into his forehead, and he feels as if he cannot stand back up, able to do nothing but prostrate himself lower and lower. The two souls before him seem to be causing quite the uproar, but the mountain excavator does not pay them any heed. A few pieces of mud have peeled off the eye sockets of the clay sculpture, and it is difficult to tell if its sight was fixed on the ruined beams of the temple or the desolate land just outside it. Clear are the clouds, and warm is the breeze, just in time for Chunfen. Yes, I'm going to assume she grabbed him. Are you awake yet? Your vision's a little bit blurry, but you can still tell good from evil. Looks like your brain's intact. Remember when I said before that you were at least afraid of death? Seems like you didn't hold on to that either. So, this is the third time I've saved your life. You really had the guts to dive off that cliff, huh? I'm not a foul beast after all, and nearly lost my own life going after you. Thank you. Don't mention it. I was the one who brought you back, so of course I'd rather nothing happened to you. But I didn't expect you to actually jump, which slowed my reaction. If you don't feel like talking, then don't. You can still walk, can't you? I'm not planning to head back to the village. If you don't know where you want to go, I suppose you can follow me around for a while. Alright. That's a cool CG. I really like that one. You asked me about my life story before, didn't you? Maybe this would be the right time to tell you. Chubai also kind of looks like Ling there. Maybe this would be the right time to tell you. Back when the army broke through the river fort at Jiangqi, my father and a number of the other bandits were put to death, but I managed to escape. To the government, I am also a person without a name. There are many, many nameless people in this land, just like you, just like me, just like the boy who nearly became Fang Xiaoxi. A name is certainly important, but it's more important for you to understand the meaning behind that name. If you want to stand up and fight injustice, does it really matter what you are called? Sometimes you'll make bigger waves and accomplish more things without a name. Only by letting go of meaningless obsessions can we truly recognize that what we are meant to be. Or meant to do. My god, could I screw that up anymore? I don't expect you to understand my words right now. I have my own things to do, so I can't take care of you forever. But if you truly want to learn Kung Fu, I can teach you for now. When you're capable enough to establish yourself or figure things out on your own or find something else worth living for, you're free to leave at any time. But know that there are many who succumb to evil and cause calamity after acquiring power. If you become a man like that, I will kill you. Alright? I'll teach you another saying we have among Jianghu martial artists. It pretty much means the same thing as there's always a next time. Lai Ri Fang Chang. Tomorrow is long. Like it. Do you understand? Yes. Then hurry it up. Alright. Last one. I wonder what Wind Chimes is going to do. She didn't seem like she cared when she arrived. She didn't care about all the stuff going on. She was just like, hey, here's your money. Take it. So we'll see if she has any more to do with this bit coming up here. Take a quick drink again. I'm gonna say, I know this is like Chubai's story, like she's meant to be kind of the main character. I actually think Saga was a better character in this. I think she had a better role, maybe not a better role. I feel like she had a little bit more impact in what she was doing though. Alright, let's go on. Final one, Lone Mountain. Infection diary. Oh, this is different. Went to the hospital today. Finally got closure. It's better to know that there are rocks in my body than worry about whether they're there or not. I don't think it's Chubai. Is it the kid? I've been a hospital regular since I was little. Ooh. Maybe that's why I didn't feel much when the doctor gave his prognosis. What's the meaning of life? It's a question that countless films and books have explored, and a question that means nothing to me anymore. In the days I have left, I want to make something that truly belongs to me. I've often wondered if our vision has been limited by the environment we can see, and the land portrayed on the television screen, without us realizing it. We've gotten used to the sight of imposing skyscrapers and nights illuminated by neon glow. But we've forgotten how the vast nomadic cities are only a small part of this great land. How small is man in all of this? My farewell will be a documentary. I will leave familiar waters and go as far as I can to see sights I've never seen before. Who lives in the furthest corners of the world, and what kind of lives do they lead? Oh, this is the camera. This is the guy with the camera. Filming a documentary by myself won't be easy. The thought of carrying so much equipment across such distances is daunting enough on its own. But what have I got to lose? Maybe I get an neuropathy attack halfway and everything's over right there and then. My time is better spent thinking of a title for the work. 337 letters and 25 packages, correct? Correct, but are you sure you can carry all that? Sure, I'm used to it. 2-week trip with a side track to a town in the west for an urgent delivery? Things are always busy at the start of the new year. Sorry about the workload. Don't worry, it comes with the territory. Oh, and... yeah, go on. Well, I bought my family some new clothes and nutriments for the new year. I was hoping you might have the time, but just hand over the goods. Oh, thank you so much, boss. Oh, cut it out. I'm not your boss. You're older than me, aren't you? How many pieces is it? That's why I wasn't sure I should say. I mean, if it's too much, just load them up. A few pieces more or less won't make a difference. Thanks. Oh, and send my love to my folks, if you see them. Tell them I'll definitely be back for the next new year. Gotcha. I'd better get going. Excuse me. Can I have a moment of your time? Who, me? Yes. Are you the local messenger? Guess so. I handle all the letters and parcels in these mountains. And who might you be? Oh, I'm a director. I'm filming a documentary about this region. Wait, how did she not know about him dying? Can I travel with you for a while? And, with your permission, film you as well? I'm telling the truth. It's just that I lost my ID on my way here from the last village, and I don't have anything else on me to prove my identity. Look, all I have in my bag is filming equipment. Did you say documentary? Well, a documentary is... I know what a documentary is, but why me? I want to record the lives of the people who live in these mountains, but I don't know the area. As a messenger, I'm sure you... Alright, I get it. I'll stay out of your way, I promise. I'm afraid I can't compensate you, but I would be happy to put your name at the top of the credits. That's not what I'm worried about. Well, alright. Not sure what you're trying to film, but as long as you can keep up. I left a simple farewell letter to my parents and a few close friends, asking them to forgive me for leaving without saying goodbye. I've never been good with words, and time is short. My parents always wanted to keep me sheltered. I understand their worries, but I also have my reasons. I hope they'll understand when they watch the film. I felt joy and excitement as I never had before when, for the first time, my feet touched earth that was real, not man-made. I felt as though I saw more in the span of a few months than I had in all the decades prior. I saw starry skies, clear and bright, saw the soil turned over by catastrophe, saw Chidao builders busy at work in the barren lands, saw catastrophe messengers tirelessly traveling from one place to another. I traversed uninhabited deserts, crossed silent glaciers, and passed by peaceful verdant villages. They invited me to stay for the Anise New Year's Eve and to share in a cup of mijo that they made themselves. In fact, I've had enough of writing stories that cater to the audience, all for a few more tickets sold at the box office, a few guffaws or tears, then forgotten forever. Art is not something to be consumed once and thrown away. It should have some sort of lasting meaning, some sort of weight. Why not capture the authentic lives of the people, rather than try to make faux imitations of them? Every frame my camera captures is meaningful. I want to see with my own eyes distant lands and the people who live there. Now, in my last days, I feel more alive than ever. Ironically, it's only made me more afraid of the end. Narration. The messenger's day begins before sunrise, at the hour when starlight begins to give way to dawn. In remote regions like this, the delivery of parcels, letters, and even simple messages requires no ordinary effort. Messengers embark on long journeys into the wilds, facing a multitude of risks and challenges. This messenger, for instance, walks 12 li every day. Dozens of li? 12 li won't even get me over a single peak. Sorry, my mistake. I'll redo the narration. You still good? Need help with your backpack? No. I can handle it. We only reached one village today. That's a lot slower than normal. I'm sorry. I'll do my best to keep up. Just take it easy. Let's take a break. It would only be more trouble if you collapsed. You're not exactly an athlete, by the looks of it. Have some water. And tie this bandage around your ankle, or by tomorrow it'll be swollen and you can't even walk. Thank you. Sorry about this. Didn't mean to be a burden. Ah, not like I ever expected a city boy to keep up with me. What exactly have you been filming anyway? Just the scenes and people along the way. Seen movies too, seen the glamorous scenes, handsome actors and beautiful actresses. Is there a reason you're filming bare mountains like these? Of course there is. True beauty lies in that which is authentic. Glamorous, whitewashed scenes are no more than its deception. There's meaning in filming, that which no one has ever seen and that which has become lost to the passage of time, so that more people can see them. Huh. Since we're taking a break, may I interview you? Interview? Just asking some questions. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I guess. Do I talk into the camera? Have you always lived in these mountains? I left for a few years to go to school and came back after graduating. Could you talk about this place from your own perspective? Talk about it? It's just what you're looking at. Ordinary mountains, far away from civilization. Not a lot of people here, and even fewer visitors. Nothing's really changed as far as I can remember, other than the building of the Chidao. How do the people here make a living? Most years we grow enough to feed ourselves, and trade any surplus we have for other things we need. The climate may be dry, but it's just right for certain fruits. A while back I was thinking whether there were there was a way to sell the fruit grown in the village to the cities. But the cost of transportation was too high, so nothing came of it. A lot of the villages looked pretty empty. People had been moving to the nomadic cities for years. The young people went first. Now even the children and elderly are following. Not much has changed here, but the cities expand quickly. There are more jobs there. I'm the only one left in the village where I grew up. They went to the cities? Why did you stay here? I'm infected after all. Bugger. Maybe I could have gone if I really wanted to, but I took a look at myself in the mirror. And traversing these mountains is what I do best. Rather than start from scratch in an unfamiliar place, I would rather do what I can, especially if this helps other people. Plus, who would deliver the mail if I left? Isn't it tough? Have you ever thought it was unfair? Tough? Is there anything that isn't tough? I'm more comfortable doing what I'm good at, what I'm familiar with. As far as fair or unfair, who's to judge that sort of stuff? I would rather just do my job. Or did you think that life outside the cities was hell? Things might be monotonous here, but it's not so bad that we have to go beg for sympathy. There's nothing wrong with working hard and making a simple, grounded living. I guess you're right. But how could there be a change if things continue like this? Change? Things are changing every day. Today's house is a little more solid than yesterday, and today's crops grow a little taller. That's not the kind of change I'm talking about. I'm talking about change on the larger scale, on a structural level. People shouldn't be limited by what they're born into. They should have equal access to the resources and opportunities no matter where they live. Sure, that's a nice thought to have, but you've got to start with solid hard work after all. Let's give this a rest. We've gone way off topic. Alright, we can, I assume the talk is meant to be there. We can talk about something else. What about yourself? Myself? What is there to talk about it? As a messenger, what sort of regrets do you have? What are your hopes of the future? What's been the most unforgettable thing in your career? Unforgettable thing? I'll tell you, but only if you turn off the camera. Sure. Oh, okay. There was one time when I was hurrying through the mountains overnight to make an urgent delivery. It was raining and the dirt on the slope started to come loose. Rocks came rolling down the slope. Was your infection? No. I saw a big rock that was about to fall onto the parcels. I don't know what I was thinking in the heat of the moment, so I tried to knock it away with my horns. That's how I broke my left horn. Oh. Are you laughing? Sorry, I didn't mean to. Whatever. Still better than the long look on your face you've been having. I find it funny too. I still carry the broken horn with me, to remind myself not to rush on rainy nights. And maybe I could find a doctor to put it back, if I get the chance. I've done a lot of dumb things and seen a lot of interesting sights on my deliveries, but I'm usually by myself, and there's no one to tell my stories to. Well, here's your chance. Any other stories you care to tell? And have you ever thought that you're not really by yourself when you're delivering? When you look back at your life, what do you feel? I've asked many people the same question, and the answers are often similar. All the ups and downs of life summarized in a few words. The messenger talked about life in the mountains, her lost home, her infection, as though she was talking about going out for a walk after dinner. But what kind of pain, suffering, and frustrations lie behind her dispassionate words? What helplessness does she feel, of which even she is not aware? We are all equally helpless before the great maw of reality. How would I answer the question myself? What more can I record with my camera, and what more can I do before the end comes? What would I leave behind? Getting kinda deep. We'll camp in this forest today. Do you always camp outside like this when you're out delivering? I spend the night in villages wherever I can, but sometimes they're too far away to make it before sundown. Bad luck to camp outside on your first trip to the mountains, but I'm surprised you've made it this far. I thought you would have given up a long time ago. Aha! I might have done that in the past, but there are reasons why I have to keep going this time. The job of a messenger is harder than I thought. You get used to it after a while. I guess doing this once is plenty for you. But there are many who will remain trapped here, far away from civilization after I'm gone. I'm hoping there will come a day when people don't have to live like this anymore. Like this? Yes. Maybe bringing attention to how things are here can help bring about change. I don't understand why you keep talking about changing this place. Like a few words would change anything. All I can do is raise awareness. But it's worth trying, so we can change this backwater. Ooh, she's going to take offense to that, guarantee it. Enough. Yep, there it is. This guy was an idiot. Why would you say that? I don't get what you're going for with this so-called documentary. You said you wanted to learn about the people's lives, but what have you actually learned? You don't know how the people farm, what they do as the seasons change, how they drill wells in the wild. You don't even know the price of a pound of grain. You don't know anything. I may not know much, but I've seen things here with my own eyes. Didn't you say you wanted to see change? Yes, life here is hard, much poorer than in the cities, but the people here do their best to make a living in their own way. For someone like you who doesn't actually know the people here, who are you to judge our lives and look down on us? What gives you the right to talk about change? You've got a lot of grand talk about compassion, but in the end, you're just looking down on us, pitying us. You don't need me to guide you, and I'm not going to help you with your documentary anymore. Zhao Jian. Sorry, that's not what I meant. Wait. Leave me alone. Yeah, that went very poorly for him. Oh, okay, I think this is in the future. I've done what I could to fix the camera. Check it out. Is the data in there still good? Yes, thanks. It's the newest model, released last year. I wanted one too, but couldn't bring myself to spend half a year's income. Damn, expensive. How did it get so damaged though? Did its old owner throw it or something? No, nothing like that. So, what's in it? Some scenery, I guess. Your test results are in, wind chimes. Thanks. I can give you the room if you want to look at them now. Hey, these aren't too bad. You had me worried there for a second. I'm not exactly a doctor, but those aren't great numbers. Remember to wear proper protective equipment on your deliveries. Will do, thanks. I appreciate you telling me about Rhodes Island and about the village. Thank you for everything. I thought it was just a natural disaster when I went there. I never could have imagined that there was such a story behind it. I just wonder if I'd showed up a little earlier. Don't say that. No point in dwelling on it. Everyone is helpless in the face of these things. The boy who died in that mudslide? I'm sorry. I contacted Chunfen HQ, asked for recent reports for missing persons. We haven't had a match yet. I see. There's just so little information. No name, no ID, no idea where he came from. Do you have any more information about the video? Maybe it could provide a clue. He was infected. Other than that, well, that doesn't really... Don't worry, I'll keep looking. I'm sure he left something behind on his journey. You came so far and met so many people. Someone like you must have left some trace. Somewhere, amongst all the sights you saw, there will be word about you. Oh, by the way, I'm going to Mushan one of these days. I want to check on the rebuilding of the disaster fortifications there. Sure, let's go together. Hey, any letters for me? Stop pushing. I see my letter. No need to rush, folks. Get in line, one at a time. See there, Wang? Letter for you. Now stop crying. Good news about your son's university application, Zhang. I see you grinning from ear to ear. Congrats! I've never seen faces like that. People gather around the messenger waiting for news carried on a single piece of paper. News from their loved ones beyond the mountains. On everyone's faces is sincere expectation, sincere emotion. I share in their feelings through the camera lens. Their expectations are humble, but they are not lacking in emotions. Perhaps the lives of people are not so different after all the ups and downs of life summarized in a few words. Life and death, joy and sorrow, meeting and parting. What are you filming? Two months have passed and the village looks very different. It is the idle season for farming, but the villagers are as busy as ever. A few more wells have popped up, and the villagers gather around the fields to study newly installed irrigation equipment. A drop of dew falls on her face. She looks up to see that a few flowers have bloomed on the old pagoda tree at the village entrance, swaying with the warm summer breeze. She remembers something that someone said to her once. When you hurry through the night, do you forget to look up the stars above or down to see the flowers blooming in the cracks of the path? Wind chimes picks up the camera. Ready? I'm gonna press it. Are you sure it won't blow up? 3, 2... It's moving! What's this? A tractor we made out of tools abandoned by the Chidao builders. We learned how to do it from the books. Quiet down, they'll yell at us if they find out. What did you build it for? To go to Lungwen. We've always wanted to see the big city. I hear there are huge shopping malls there, giant movie theaters, and pianos as big as the Elder's backyard. What's the point? We'll still have to come back. So much going on in the village, drilling new wells, fixing the pipes, moving the Yishan temple. So many things to do since the Elder left, and no one knows where to start. You need to look higher and further. We'll be able to do what we want once we grow up. You've been to the cities, right, Lady Messenger? Good to see places you've never seen before. Let me take a photo for you. Carry the photo with you and you'll always be able to remember what home looks like, even when you're far away. Let's do it. Commemoration for our big adventure. Over here, we'll sit on the tractor. Look at the camera and smile. 3, 2... If your last wish is to finish the journey and the documentary, then I'll do all I can to help you fulfill it. Maybe I can finally understand why you do this. There are sights that I've never noticed, even in familiar places. Villages disappear and people leave, but they leave behind traces that can be captured. Thank you for telling me your stories and listening to mine. I'm sorry I didn't get to know you better. The less than amicable parting with the interviewee is yet another unexpected challenge, but I have to keep going. The argument made me reflect and realize that one cannot rely on books alone to learn about life. My understanding of hardship remains shallow. Life is a journey with predetermined starting and ending points, a journey that one stumbles through searching for a path. The paths may differ, but we all fight against the tides of fate and struggle against the monsters of reality, for the sake of the scenery we cling to. These struggles are a source of hardship, yet they are also noble. I may have had misfortune, but never misery. This realization has set my mind at ease. I shall go forward and keep walking. I should apologize to the messenger if I see her. Maybe I'd better do it now. Hello, Miss Messenger. I don't have a pen or paper with me, so all I can do is record my apology this way. I'm sorry for offending you. I wanted to explain that I didn't mean to look down on anyone. I just wanted to do what I can, to do something meaningful, just like you. I really respect your commitment and courage. I haven't been able to live authentically like you do, but thanks to you, I'm a little closer to authentic. Once again, I apologize for offending you and for my lack of understanding. I hope you will see this apology, informal as it is, someday. Yours sincerely, Oof. Hey, watch where you're going. Ooh. You said this machine keeps anything you see forever? Yes. It permanently records anything it captures. He doesn't do something to him, does he? Can you record me too? Sure. What do you want me to say? My name is Fang Xiaoxi. I'm going to be the greatest hero in all the lands. Remember the name. You'll hear it again soon. Okay, no, he's not going to do anything. He's just boasting. Oh. Alright, I will. Anyway, I gotta run. There's a great demon after me. I'm off. Zaijian. I guess he's talking about Chubai. Alright. Zhao Zhen. Interesting story. I think, yeah, I think still my favorite part is the Saga part. I liked her sayings. I love the way she speaks. It's so awesome. Oh. What? Alexa, stop. I didn't even say Alexa. What? What? Yeah, Saga was sick. Mulberry had a very small part to play. Chubai. What do I think about Chubai in this? Okay, so one thing I was a little bit weird about was Chubai's aggression with the whole injustice stuff when the hunter was carrying the tombstone, essentially, like the wooden tombstone thing. I didn't quite get that. Like, with the injustice was what? Taking someone's name away from them, I guess? Or the injustice... Maybe the injustice was the kid being buried without a name. So, the guy that was filming. So, no one knew who that was. So, that was an injustice of just making someone essentially disappear. Very interesting, though. And there was no resolution to that either with wind chimes. So we didn't get a resolution of who the person filming was. I wonder if we'll get any of that in the future or whether that's just how they wanted to end that story. Very, very interesting. Alright, well, we now have challenge modes to complete here. So, I actually want to see what the challenge mode for this one is. Minion requires less HP loss. Okay. What do we get with this? Virginium looks like, and just more of that. Cool. Alright, well, let's get started. Same map, I assume. Yes. Cool. Let's start the challenge. I'm going to try and keep the same kind of team. So Chubai, I want to keep in here. We don't need a second tank. So let's bring in... Sure, Pazemka. I want your second ability there. Data update. Oh, we passed the time. It's gonna spam me. Ah. Is that it? That's it. Cool. Let's jump back in. Bump, bump, bump. Challenge mode. Start challenge. Oh, it didn't save it. So penance out for Pazemka. I must have the first one set to default. Let's see how difficult they've made this. I don't think they've made it very difficult at all, though, if looking at that last one. This should be easy. Nimu. Spawns 2 wooden seals. I'm gonna put you back a ways, actually. Kinda need blue poison just for a tick damage. Also, I love how Saga in that story is just kind of just randomly there. She's like, doesn't have any goals or anything. She's just like, oh, I'm here. I guess I'll stick around for a bit. Actually, let's do this. And again. Get huge, Suzerain. Get huge. Alright, this looks like it's gonna be pretty simple. First one off the rank. Oh god, I forgot he spawns this. Alright, 11 more. This is very much easy mode. I'm not having to use any brain power, so I'm just going to speed it up. Oh, I should have done it the other way. Oh well. Oh my god, I lost sight of my mouse cursor there for a second. Oh! There we go. First one down. On to the next. DC2. More enemies will appear. Yeah. Gonna keep the same comp, I think. I'm actually... I wanted to keep Cruz, actually, because she's got her new skin. I'm gonna get rid of Rosa and trade her out for Ethan. Unstoppable momentum. I'm going to put her back here because I think she gets hit if I put her close. Guess we can also do this. Oh wait, why did it hit that one? God damn it. Can't put anything down yet. This guy needs to disappear first. There we go. Now we can get Suzerain out. We can put her here. Put you there. Use Blue Poison's ability. Bring these guys down a bit. Oh, it didn't trigger? Oh, she needs to be in range for it to trigger. Got it. I did not need Ethan here. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, no, pick the right one, not Ethan. There we go. Who just died? Oh. Can't really put that anywhere. Was this really more enemies? Boom, easy mode. Challenge mode, more like easy mode. Alright, on to the next one. Give me these juicy resources, please. Third. Oh, this one might actually be difficult. What's the challenge for this? Enemies in deep water zone no longer lose HP. Okay, not terrible actually. I do want to make a change here though. I'm gonna get rid of Blue Poison and bring in Meteorite. I need that AoE because they spawn so many in the water. Oh. God, they make this soundtrack so whimsical. Goodbye. Go. Right, saving for the meteorite because yep, they're about to spawn in. There we go. Gonna put it on the top because at the bottom you get the ranged units coming from here. And look at this, this will handle them fine. Beautiful. Oh, Suzerain just got buffed. I also need to heal her up. Otherwise, my Noosus is gonna die. Oh my god, the crabs aren't even gonna make it to land at this rate, man. We could also put... Oh, no, we can't. Zemka does not fit. Alright, wait for a big mass. Boom. Oh, we're stuck hitting this guy because he's got taunt, doesn't he? No, Cruz! No! It's still alive. Oh, she's so close to death. She's dead. No! Actually, he can just go here. Oh, we can't hit these guys? Do they need to be blocked? I think they might need to be blocked to be able to be hit. Sag. All this damage we've got and I can't do anything. Oh no, there we go. We've got a limited time block, that looks like. Boom, easy. What's that third one? Yeah. Alright, on to the fourth challenge. Wait, do these have challenges as well? No, okay. Marksmen are invisible. What, these guys? What map is this? Oh. Okay. Do I care if marksmen are invisible? Gonna get rid of Ethan and bring in Silver Ash so he can see them. I don't think that they're gonna be that big of a concern though, being invisible. Plus I got Texas as well that I can drop down somewhere. Oh, I'm actually gonna put Texas here this time. Oh, Texas Saga. Saga there. Sure. I think I did something slightly different than this before, but oh well. It'll work. I can't get both, can I? No. Oh no, he's invisible. I can't hit him. Get blocked. Aha. Yeah, I think I will put Pazemka here. We need some damage on this. Can't really set this up anywhere. No, it needs to be blocked. There it is. Could do that, but I think this is better. Oh god, we need a healer up. My gnosis is almost down. Heal quick before the marksman gets there. Oh, we don't have a block. We don't have a block. No, that's what we needed. That's why we don't place Jubai there. Challenge. Start. Alright, so we're going to put Saria there this time. So she can actually block. And we're going to go ×2 speed on this. Whop. You there. You there. You there. Oh, I just realized Suzerain died last time. Yeah, we need a healer. Actually, can the healer go here? No, we want... Saga needs healing as well. Saria. You know what? We might even just use Texas to clear this guy. Insanity. You've probably got range. Yeah, you do. Oh, they're invisible though. Ugh. I'm gonna get rid of this guy too. So much damage. Holy. It's disgusting. And then the last character we'll put down is Silver Ash. So we can see these people that are hiding. Oh, actually no, we're not. We're gonna wait for this guy to spawn in. Get him with Texas. Texas returned. Yeah, we're gonna wait for Texas timer. Get Texas out. Nice. Texas timer. That's fine as long as he doesn't turn left. Good. Actually, does he come down here maybe? Yeah, he does. Get Texas. Get Texas. Easy. I just use Texas, man. I don't know why I don't. It feels like cheating a little bit. I think that's why I don't use Texas. Not auto deploy. Challenge mode. Sarkaz Centurion host has more in attack. Which is that one? Oh, this guy? Okay. We can do that. What was this map? Alright, we need 2 tanks. Meteorite, you're gone. And we need a second tank. Where's Penance? Actually, we can probably do Horn here. Victoria. Brum bum. Dum dum dum. Dum dum. Dum 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 dum. Okay, so we probably want Saria first. Boom, there we go. And now we can start putting our damage out on the board. Actually, I'm going to put Gnosis up here. And that's because this guy, the big guy, spawns here. And then we can... Okay, we probably didn't need Horn. Actually, Horn probably should have gone here. Oops. Gonna need a healer down here sooner than later. There's the healer. Can probably send Zemka out now. And then we need to start building stuff here. Gonna get rid of this guy, get rid of that buff. Put Suzerain in here to slow this guy down when he spawns in. Here he comes. Oh my god, damage. Shield the Suzerain. I'm gonna ult him. Dump, dump, dump. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. Whoops. Dump. Massive dude spawned in. Oh wow, he died. Nice. Oh god, he does turn here. Oh, what? Whoa. Oh no, we got it handled. Screw it. Ult. Slow this guy down. Oh my god, the slows stack. Look how slow they're going. Imagine being that slow. What do we got? A couple more. Nice. Dum 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 dum. On to the next one. Alright, what challenge have we got on this one? Saga's Airbearer ASVs provide a larger attack bonus to reborn creations. Is that not the hate drinker? This thing. Oh, this thing. This thing's weak though. Attacks will additionally do necrosis damage. Oh, so you don't want these to stack up. Because then the attack bonus is going to be ridiculous. I see. I see. We had them handled pretty well last time anyway. Oh. Alright, now we can use Horn. Ooh. Jeez. I feel like I'm tired from the week I've just had, man. Ooh. Wait, I need 26? Actually, I probably will get 26 here. Whoop. There we go. I get tankier, maybe? Why would you want to... Oh, I guess if you want more charges, you deactivate that. Oh my god, she's red. Oh, wait, she takes damage? And lose 60% HP. Wait, does she die? No, she doesn't. Okay. Put a healer on her. There we go. I don't think I've actually used this ability of hers. Put Shubai over here. Oh god, they attack back. Okay. Texas, get in there. Clear them out. Oh, this guy's gonna kill her. But at least we get him to waste his dumbassery. No, Suzerain! No! How could you? Oh no, Texas died. What? Dum 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 dum. God, I think Horn's such a cool character, man. Oh. Literally just firing off bombs. Oh, there we go. That was a very long pause before that phase started. How come this guy didn't do the like stunny rope thing? Oh my god, this is a lot of damage. Ah! Make them stop. Delete them. Deleted. Oh, Alright, we got only 2 more, right? Yeah, 2 more. Challenge model. Imperial Striker has increased HP and attack. Oh, it's this map, isn't it? Okay. Horn, no. Efreet, yes? Is this an Efreet map? I think it is. The rest of this looks fine. Maybe not Suzerain. Suzerain on this is kind of poopy. Maybe Akafuyu. Shield attack plus 70%. Yeah, let's do that. Oh no, not oh, Gavio actually. Oh well, I've clicked on it now. I guess that's a decision made. Oh, okay. Efreet was a bad pick. I thought there was a square up here I could put her on and get this whole line. I was wrong. Alright, Texas. You are sacrificial. Barrier at the back here. So we need to kill these guys real quick. Texas, do your thing. Because this guy's almost free. And he's free. Nice. Oh no, we need a healer. That's actually a lot of damage coming out. What the hell? Can you stop? Stop, please. Oh my god, it's taking no damage. Wait, what's going on? Oh, there we go. What the? That was weird. Oh god. Oh boy. You. Oh, we needed magic damage. We don't need... Oh, we kind of do need you up there, actually. Is she surviving? She is surviving. Okay. I think we need magic damage there. Or we just need... Or we just need Texas. That's also an option. Oh! You died. We might... you know what? I'm going to put this guy here. Because we need Texas for down here. In the bottom. What? No, stop picking the healer. Get magic damage out here. I think we need it. And let's just ult with Gaviol to get rid of this guy. Shoomp, 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 shoomp. Can't actually see his health bar. Oh, well, there he goes. Alright, the explosive damage. We're surviving it. This... Ooh. Oh no, we got Texas coming up. We should be fine. Oh, actually, there's two down here. Actually, I reckon these guys will be fine. We need Texas up the top, I reckon. Ooh. Ooh, I don't like this. I do not like this. Oi, oi, oi. Settle, settle. Uh-oh. Okay, this is spicy. Thank God for Saria slow. This is going to be a lot of damage coming in there. Oi, oi, oi. Go, 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 go. More damage, more damage, more damage. Yes, there we go. Yes! Easy. That one took a little bit of brain power. Oh. Was truly an arduous journey. DC8, the final one. This is the boss, right? So, what are they changing in challenge mode? Emperor's Blade Dominion requires less HP lost. What is this? I didn't even read his abilities. Whenever a certain percentage of HP is lost, unleashes a permanent terrain effect Dominion. significantly reducing allied units' ASPD and reducing physical and arts damage taken by self when within its effect. Oh, so he becomes tanky and reduces attack speed of my allies. Prioritizes targeting the ally unit outside of Dominion with the highest damage dealt to self. Cast Collapsing Fear. Okay. So not too much different, just more bullshit black stuff on the ground. I'm afraid it's not going to help us here. Rosa, yes. Because the flying things come on this map, right? So we'll do the similar thing with Rosa / Cruise to handle that. I don't think we need Pozemka. Amir Altar? I'm going to try Amir Altar here. Silver Ash, sure. Gnosis, yes. Shining, yes. Gavial. We probably don't need Gavial. If anything, we probably need something that's... Or we could actually just Calzit. Is Calzit the play? No, Calzit isn't the play. Meteorite's the play. Alright, let's get this guy out, this girl out. And the next one we want out is Rosa. One, two, three, and Rosa. And then next we'll need the healer. Healer. And we need more damage down here as well. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Amir. No, I missed him. Fuck. Okay. We have a tank, right? There's a tank in here somewhere. We screwed up. We screwed up. We got again though. Challenge mode, start. Start. Yeah, we need the Saria. Oh. Actually, the Saria doesn't actually help us that much. Except for being healthy. Let's put you there. Put you there. Amir wouldn't have stopped him anyway if it makes you feel better. Wait, why not? Wait, do they have to be blocked by 2? Operators with 2 block or higher. Oh. Okay. Alright. Guess we'll go for a Silver Ash instead. Assuming he's a block 2. Yes, he is. Okay. That shows you how much I've used Amir though. Amir Altar for that. I haven't really used her at all. Alright, I need a healer. I'm just gonna Silver Ash now just to clear this out. There we go. Rosa, take him out. Gnosis. Okay, I think we'll do a meteorite here somewhere now. That's not within healing. Oh, and when the others spawn. I'm gonna do this. She's gonna die eventually, but that's fine. Alright, he should be spawning maybe soonish. My Texas altar is ready. Alright, no, I'm gonna wait. Oh god, that's a lot of damage. Heal, heal, heal. Heal me. Oh my god. Saria, go. Screw it, let's just try and deal as much damage to this guy as we can, because he deals a lot of damage. That was expected. Oh, that's not Saga anymore. I can't use her ability. Oh my god, this guy half healths? What? Oh no, she doesn't get healed. Oh, here we go, here we go. Alright. I am ready. These guys should be handled pretty easily. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, he's handled. Alright. You. Go. You go. Alright, that was expected. How do I want to play this actually? I need these things down. Amia? She does no damage. Why did I do Amia? Oh no. Oh boy. Boom. This is fine. This is fine. Crocodile? See, it's fine. And bam. Take ridiculous amounts of damage. Why is she not... Oh no, there we go, damage. I can't really do that. He stops like here, right? I'll wait for this guy to run past. I'll wait till... Yeah. I could just go. Deal damage. How much damage? Okay, not much. Boom. I'm gonna ult here. This is fine. These guys are basically dead. Alright, and let's break him here. We should break him here. Yep, there we go. Heal. Wait, where did I heal her go? What? We're gonna have to ult again, I think. What the hell happened to our healer? Alright. Boom. Ooh, what? One hit? We don't need you in there. Oh my god. Stop dealing ridiculous damage, please. Oh god, she's so dead. Oh my god, and we don't have the thing. We need a Saga. Oh, Saga's 26. We need Saga for the gen. Otherwise we're not going to get team out. Again, he's just gonna one-shot though, I have a feeling. Nice. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Go. One shot? Fuck, that's so dumb. Saga, heal. Heal, Saga. Saga. Oh my god, she's actually taking hits. Oh, and she's dead. I think he's gonna get through. Not enough. Not enough damage. Bugger. Okay, so what do we need? Is Kafka good here? So when he gets to this spot, we put down a Kafka like here, I think, and just AP blast him. Oh my god, we're out of stuff. There's only 2 days on this? What? Okay, Amiya was useless. Actually, her Amiya default probably be decent. No, actually, I'm taking that back. She probably wouldn't be. I don't want to do the cheese of just playing Serta, because that would just make it so easy with Serta and Texas. We could just do the alternate cheese of Calzit as well, I guess. Am I actually going to do Serta? Actually, Skadi. Deploy 120% damage for 25 seconds after Skadi is deployed. Maybe? She's not slow. Yeah, she's slow though. Alright, we're gonna set up. We're cheesing it. Q-Buy was actually kind of useless. Alright, but we are almost there. We are almost completed with this. We just have this last one. Hopefully it kept my team comp. It should have. No, it's still got Amiya in here. So we switched out Amiya for Serta because we're just gonna cheese. And we switched Saria to healing. When bind expires, deals attacks. Is this one actually better against the boss? This one might actually be better. No, this one gives so much more damage. Alright, let's go. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. We should be able to do this one now. Come on, please, believe. Alright, we're times 2ing. Actually, I'm gonna put her here this time. Gonna put the healer out. And now I've got 2 damaging abilities up here. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. Get Rosa out. Ryu. Okay, so we haven't placed her yet. I'm just gonna do this. We need to get rid of that flying thing. Oh my god. Dealt with, nice. Things are looking good. Oh god, this guy's back. We're gonna ult again because this guy just does ridiculous damage. Oh, the boss is out. I did not even see that. We're gonna slow down to 1 times. We're gonna put Serta up here. Gives her a chance to build up her ability bar. Here we go. Now we're gonna have to watch this very carefully because if he's about to do an ability, we need to ult. Otherwise she's just gonna die. There it is. What if we put Texas behind? Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. We're going to get him down on that one. All right. Cool. Wait, what just happened? What? All right. I'm putting Saria out. I don't know what just happened, but my healer just died again. Oh, he's like hitting every character or something. I see. Saria, get a heal out. Oh my god. That was kind of wasted, I guess. Like Saga. We just need to deal damage here. This is looking pretty bad, gonna be real. Oi, oi, oi. I think we handle it. Actually, these guys might screw us. Okay, we're not handling it. Ah! Okay. So what's screwing us there? We're killing him too fast, I think. We need to keep the rest of the team up. So I think he's got a soft trigger, right? Cast Collapsing Fear, which deals arch damage to nearby units, instantly defeating the target if they are within Dominion. The first time HP drops to 0, cast Collapsing Fear on the entire battlefield. During his second form, his attacks and skills are more powerful. Collapsing Fear, which deals arch damage to nearby, instantly defeating the target if they are within Dominion. They need to be within Dominion, though. Interesting. Do we need a second healer? I reckon we might need a second healer. A second proper healer. Who are we not using? Okay, Kubai, we're struggling to use you. Sorry, girl. You're out of here. Calzit? Can we go full cheese with Calzit? We're doing full cheese. I don't think Dusk is helping us here at all either. I need something else that's like explosive damage. Jay? Maybe not Jay. And these are starting to get too low in levels. What can we do here? Rosmontus doesn't help us. Black Knight doesn't help us. Gravel? Don't think so. You know what? I'm going to do Horn. I have a plan. Yes, thank you, Mother. Had some internet issues, but hopefully we can end the stream with completing this challenge mode without any more hiccups. Oh no, there's Rosa. I thought I got rid of Rosa. I was panicking there for a second. Whew. Actually, we could probably... Oh no, then the healer doesn't get her. You know what? I'm going to play Saria there. No, we need a healer. Then you to deal damage. And then the next one is Rosa. 22, 23, 24 Rosa. I'm just gonna crack it now to catch this guy. I don't need him dealing damage. Gonna put Horn up here as well to just start doing pot shots. How we doing? We're doing okay. Do we put another healer out? We are. Another healer out. Go, cause that calls it. We are out of units now. So Horn is probably gonna be called back for Texas once the boss spawns. Yeah, he's not on the field properly yet. I'm gonna wait till this guy gets in range. Boom. Beautiful. Yeah, it's still not hitting where I want him to hit. Go. Alright, we should be getting a boss spawn here now. Maybe. Yep, there's the boss, retiring Horn. Could actually put monster there. How much is 1149? Defense, block. Okay. I'm actually going to do monster here because he does an insta-kill first. Oh, he gets blocked too. Nice. There's the semi-insta-kill. I thought that was an insta-kill. Texas can deal with the rest. We don't want to kill him until he gets to around here because we want to deal with these guys first. That's annoying that he's getting through with like no damage taken. No. Sure, go. Okay, monster down again. We're taking a lot of damage here. Again, don't want to kill him quite yet because everyone's going to get nuked. Alright, that works, that works. Do this. We'll probably hit him from here, right? Yeah. And lock him in place. Oh, lock him in place. No. Lock him in place. There we go. Alright, people are alive. People are alive. Heal, heal, heal. We don't need you anymore. Don't need you anymore. What do we got? We got 2 more spaces. Wait till he becomes hittable. No? There we go. This looks way more promising. This is it, I think. And we didn't even need to use Serta. Well, I might have spoken too early. We still might need to use Serta. Alright, once he gets there, we'll Texas him. Wait, does he get a shield? Oh my god. Alright, we might need to Serta him. That's not going to be a full kill, no. Oh, okay. Big damage, big damage. Is he in range? No. Oh my god, did he just kill both of them? What the hell? Alright, let's get that ice damage out. Let's put What? We got so close there. Holy hell. Oh, can we do anything about that? I reckon we can if we put Serta behind him. Did I think Monster was doing as much as I wanted him to? Probably not. This unit gains attack speed. Right. At 12. So maybe if we put him further back to give Calzit time to get that up. What do we think about Horn? I don't... Horn doesn't feel great. Who else do we got? After deployment, attack speed plus 100. With fast deploy as well. Do we just try and overwhelm with fast deploys? No. We're going to try and overwhelm with fast deploys. Oh. If this doesn't work, we'll switch someone over for Kafka. And hopefully that works. Alright, speeding it up. We've set this first part's easy. Saria. Get the healer out here. More damage. Get Rosa out. Get Calzit out. And then we prepare to put Monster here. Hopefully Calzit gets to 12. And then we can... Oh, wait, what? How did that guy get through? That mother... Alright. Alright. Shouldn't have gotten through there, but sure. Who's not dealing damage? Gnosis? Is that you? Ooh, ooh, ooh. 21. Alright, give me heals. Give me damage. Give me Rosa. Might need to ult with Gnosis earlier on. Or actually, at these starting phases, we can probably put her down. Just get that little bit extra damage that we might need. Actually, I'm ulting here. I think we've got a bit of a backlog. Finish him off. That's fine. This guy should go down. Whoop. 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 Alright, Calzit, because I think we're having the brief respite now. So Monster, get ready. Ulting. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yep, that's the boss. Preparing to ult and ulting. It's not as much as I wanted. You. This slow is so punishing, man. Holy. I'm gonna put Monster here. I reckon we'll get to 12 in time. Maybe. Oh, no, we're not gonna get to 12 in time. He's gone. Texas. This feels like it is going far poorer than last time. Okay, fast attacks, but she deals no damage. Fine. Okay. Oh. That should kill him. Yeah. I'll just leave her there to get rid of that. How does that happen? I don't get that. That's very confusing to me. I don't have Calzit S3, unfortunately. Oh, please heal. Okay. Alright, we got time for a healer to come up, maybe? 30 seconds for a healer? Oh my god, and this ass is coming through. Just told him. Alright, yes, get the one shot out the way. Texas, go. Yeah, we need something to eat his one shot, and then Texas can come through and deal a decent amount of damage before dying. Shroom. Shroom. Texasing again. Fuck. Monster, go. You go. Actually, he's just going to do an ability that kills everyone that's in the shadow, isn't he? Please stop moving. Please stop. No. No. Okay. We need... there's things I need to change here. I don't think Calzit's good. I think Calzit's bad. If I had a S3, 100% agree. She would be great here. But I do not have her S3'd. But Calzit, you're gone. I'm going to replace you with... who have we got? Is this guy weak to anything? No, his resistances are all the same. Do we have anything like super long range? For Zemka with her ability to deal like ridiculous damage. Ooh, actually no, you know what? We're gonna go for an armor shred. Where are my armor shreds? Where is she? Is it Meteor? Yeah, we're gonna try armor shredding this guy. Attack speed, block +2. While this unit only takes 50% of incoming damage, with the remaining amount dealt as HP loss over 20 seconds. Attack 60. Each attack restores HP to this unit equal to 35% of the damage dealt. She smashes through armor as well. No, she smashes through Riz. Oh, this is defense. Defense -200. That's going to be really hard to position her in the right place, though. You know what? I'm going to try it. Silver Ash is fine. Saria's fine. Saga's good. Gnosis is good. Shining's good. Meteorite is another armor shredder. I'm actually rethinking Meteor. Now that we've got a free. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of Meteor. And instead I want to bring something that's like huge damage. What have we got? Huge damage plus ranged. But I don't think we really have that. Lapland? No, I'm gonna try Gavial. Oh, she's probably just gonna die instantly, isn't she? No. Executor? What is his trade again? Attacks ignore 80 defense. We're doing this. Armor Shred team, let's go. Oh, I should have placed Saga first. Attack 50%. Attacks apply this unit's trait. How big is his range? Okay. Not very big at all. Dunk. Dunk. And this is as arts damage to all surrounding enemy and inflicts minus 30 res for 10 seconds. Oh, I didn't realize she minus res. So I kind of almost want to get something on this corner that can do something. That also helps us out with these guys as well. And then this is going this is gonna be so awkward to try and place a free. What did you... Oh, this guy's almost dead. I'm not gonna ult that. What I do need to do is clear this out though. Holy shit. I'm actually gonna Texas that. That's getting ridiculous. Okay, there we go. Okay, unfortunately, Executor just died, so that placement didn't work quite well for us. Chunk. Is this boss? This is boss. Okay. How do we want to do this? I think Meteor we put here facing... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we put her there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. That gets us hitting to here. Put Texas there. No. Because he insta-kills the first thing, right? Put Serta there. Then switch it over for Texas. And hopefully with Meteor raining down hell, we crack his first stage. Oh my god, I forgot this bitch. No. I'm ulting. Oh, she already broke. Damn it. Shoot. Oh, I did not mean to face him that way. We just need the points. Hello, can someone hit him once, please? Don't let him kill. Hello, Shining. Alright, go. This thing is so annoying. I need it to go down. Oh boy. 3, 2, 1. Yes, I can get her out once more. So we should break him here. What? Executor, please. Oh my god, he's not going to do it either. Oh, yes, he did. He did it. Okay. So now we can do this. Okay. Please just die, you dumb. I'm gonna do Serta. Insta-kill, but I need to stop him for a little bit at least. Or half health. Okay, we've got a free space here to put Texas, so she can get damage out properly. Frozen, good. Meteor. Or is this it? I think this is it. This is feeling good. Oh wait, no, he's spawning something. This asshole. Alright, I'm gonna go for a weird play here. He's dead, yeah. This Ifrit should kill? Yes, okay. Okay. I'm really hoping this works. This is all Ifrit. Actually, kind of Ifrit and Texas. Serta's coming up as well, so we could possibly... Oh, she's 40 though. There we go. How much damage is that going to do? Leave him in it. He needs to sit in it. Fuck! Come on, Ifrit. Ifrit, please. Ifrit! Ah, oh, you... bust. No! Look how low he is! Oh! Oh! Oh my god, Texas coming in clutch. Holy shit. Yes. Complete. Done. Finished. Holy hell. Woo. Oh my god. Texas is so good. Holy hell, man. I'm so glad I had to go pretty deep to get Texas Alta. Like I burnt through so many resources, but she is so worth it. Holy hell, man. That was great. Right on the edge too. Damn. Damn. Well, that's it. That's all the challenge modes. Oh. We're done. That one was actually hard. I'm curious to see how other people do this. I can see cheesing it with Calzit S3 can be quite easy. But yeah, be interested to see how other people get through that. That was a very, very interesting one. All right, I have resources here I can spend. I don't think I care about this stuff that much. Do I? No, I care about this more. I need to be able to level up my characters more. They need some help, man. They need some levels. No, I don't need that. Let's get the Bipolis Nanoflake. And that, sure. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Sure. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. You've seen a Eclair where Shen is full buff by Warfarin and Arc and instant kill the boss. Seeing the same for Tachanka. Oh my god. Okay, I can kind of see how Chen... Oh, actually... No, I can actually see the Chen, yeah. You have to hope she doesn't die to his ability that kills everyone in the fog. But yeah. That is insanity. Insanity. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Alright. That might be... wait, I don't have rolls or anything to do I? I think I did all that. Oh, we haven't got, we haven't got wind chimes yet. And for the anecdote, Chen S3 is untargetable for the dark smog area. Chen S3 is untargetable? No. When she uses it. Really? Okay, that's kind of busted. I'm gonna throw 10 rolls at this and see if we can get wind chimes. And hopefully not hung. I don't really need a hung. Alright. Are we gonna at least get a gold, please? Oh my god, we're not even getting a gold. That hurts, man. That hurts. I think I'm just going to skip all this. They're all 4 stars. Oh, indigo, though. I do like my indigo. I'm throwing another 10 at it. I want at least one more gold, and then that's it. No more. 6-star gold. This is probably going to be Chubai again, isn't it? Oh. What is it? 4th one in? Okay. 4th one in. 4th one in. Alright, 2nd. Earth Spirit. This is another character I just never use. I've never found a use for Earth Spirit. 3rd. Hibiscus. Hibiscus Altar is actually kind of sick. I actually love Hibiscus Altar's design. Alright, 4th one. This is the 6-star. Chubai? Oh, Dorothy! Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, then it says, but there's no formalities. Please just call me Dorothy. I haven't actually looked into Dorothy. I don't know what she does. Alright, we can skip the rest. The rest is trash. Alright. Alright. Let's see what she does. I'm very curious. Dorothy. What are you? Oh, she's a trapper. Can use traps to assist in combat. And deploy up to 4 resonators. What do the resonators do? The first enemy that steps on it will trigger the effect. What's the effect? Passive effect. When a trap is triggered, deals 300% attack as physical damage and inflicts minus 25% def to the target for 5 seconds. Ooh. Is she another armor shredder? We could have used her before. Damn. Dreamer Resonator. Alright, well, we'll be pumping resources into her as well. We have a lot of characters we need to pump resources into. Oh boy. Rarity. So who have we got that we have not done yet? So we want to E3 Kalzit. We want to get Chongyu up to at least 50. Chubai up to at least 50. Thorns we need to E1. one day he'll be E1'd. And we probably want to E1 Dorothy. The rest I don't really care about. I don't really care about Vigil. He doesn't seem that good. But yeah. Trap can deal huge damage and slow/bind enemies. Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, we have all these freaking modules that we need to do as well. Oh! I can just do this one. Perfect. Oh god, this is a long one. Do I want to read this? For IS-2 and 3, for example, she is very interesting. I'll have to check her out, because obviously you can't see what her abilities are until you level her up. Alright, I'm going to read this, because why not? Saria stared at the old gloves before her. They had originally been locked away in a closet in the Director of Defense's office, Ryan Lab HQ. Her departure had been too rushed to take nearly any personal items, and they should have cleaned her out her office long ago. So why save these? Why send them to Rhodes Island, and why now? A few days ago, at the intervention of the Maylander Foundation, construction ceased on dozens of unlawful experiment sites. Certain people had bribed officials in the municipal planning department to circumvent the necessary auditing procedures and use fabricated plans to deceive the Ethics Review Committee. This is very business, huh? Business as usual. Saria had spent months on the move to find evidence of their illegal dealings. Fortunately, she'd gotten a hold of Anthony Simon, along with his sources. Ultimately, over half of the test sites shut down had belonged to Ryan Lab, I assume. Maybe that was why these boxing gloves turned up now, a warning or even a reminder. They were hardly the first boxing gloves she'd ever owned. Those would be the ones her father gave her, clearly unfit for a child, which always chafed her skin to the point of bleeding. But she persisted and did as her father told her, pounding her weakness into a sound bag. Damn, that sounds like an interesting childhood. Along with her impractical emotions, punch by punch. Oh, wow. Impractical emotions, yikes. Others had minds filled with openings, so one moment of complete disarray was all she needed to shatter their defensive line in a single punch. Saria was never as enamored with fighting as so many other boxers were. For her, the skill was simply a means to survive until now. Unconsciously, her fingers read the ridged words along the back of the gloves. Trimount's Institute of Technology. She'd once taken part in an intercollegiate tournament with these. She spent many a late night in the boxing club back then, always with a +1 tagging along. That certain someone wasn't a fan of the sport, nor was she interested in the tournament, but hung around simply because varying your environment prevents your mind from getting stuck in certain lines of thought. She wasn't joking. Not much later, she proposed the concept of a hand-mounted exoskeletal operating system based on observation of Saria's own movements. That system was still in use to this day in the office of Ryan Lab's control. Though they hadn't seen use in so many years, the gloves looked as snug as ever. Saria very nearly put her hands in them, but a slight ache from beneath her shoulder blades held her back. Apparently a call to adjust the dosage of her painkillers. Oh, does she have like permanent damage or something that she needs to keep the pain away with? The mercenaries outnumbered her in the last investigation. After all, a whole platoon against one. It meant she was gradually getting close to the truth. A few minutes later, Saria let go of the gloves. stowing them in the lowest drawer of her temporary desk, and once again picked up Afreet's latest physical report. Okay, interesting. Saria's got interesting background there. Oh, there's another one here as well? Technology Rising Star. Oh, I can almost get this one too. What's the difference? Can heal allies, reduces damage by 15%. What does this one do? When Saria restores an ally's HP, she also restores 1 extra skill point to them. HP 150, attack 50. Attack. Oh, this is the better one. Yeah, whoops. I probably shouldn't have got that other one. This seems like 100% the better one. Oh, okay. Well, we will do that another day too. Let me collect all this. Yes. Oh, we finished a campaign mission. What is this? Unlock any 4 modules. Ah, right. All right. I think that's where we're going to call it. So the next thing for Arknights, I do want to continue on the main story. So I'm up to like a boss fight in the main story. So we might do that sooner rather than later, because then I think maybe we're done with this chapter, the Victorian chapter. Well, the first beginning Victorian chapter. And then yeah, we go on to the next stuff, which we may also watch the recap for, just so we can get like recapped on everything that's important, or at least what they deem as important. Yeah, so Stormwatch will be the next thing we do. The next event, don't know what it's going to be, but we shall see. And then we've got Honkai Star Rail 1.3 releasing in 5 days, is it? 7 days? Yeah, Honkai Star Rail 1.3 is releasing very soon. So we'll have a bunch of story to go through then as well. We also need to, before then, I think I've got 4 days left of the Kafka? Oh my god. Yeah, Kafka in Arknights, Kafka in Honkai Star Rail. 4 days on the Kafka banner. And I do think I want to keep rolling on it. So we'll also need to find a day before that expires to get them. Because yeah, I kind of really want Kafka. But yeah, that's probably going to be me done. I will leave you guys with the song that just released today as well. I played it for the intro, but I'll also play it for you guys now as we leave. New song from Arknights based on this expansion, based on Chubai. Let me just pull it back up. There it is. Make sure to pause it. Yes. Oh, no, pause. There we go. Whoop. And yeah, all right. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Definitely one of the days on the weekend. But yeah. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.